Hi. Wait a minute. Okay. My mouth didn't open there, so I was like, what the? Why didn't that work? I'm so mad about this map, guys. It's a newish World of Warcraft map. Literally posted like 2 weeks ago. And it's a beach map. I'm like, oh, fucking hell yeah, World of Warcraft beach map. I am fucking excited about that. It needs a little bit of work. There is no background music. I had to go find like a beach lo-fi playlist to actually get background music. It does say it has BGM, but also like the settings. Oh, let me just go fucking show you the settings. Lens visibility. That's what I'm looking. Solid. Okay. This one. The thing is right over here. Hi. How the fuck did you do that? You literally made yourself move like a bobblehead just now. Like, you literally did this, but like your legs didn't move at all. Your legs were completely stationary, and it was, your legs are moving now. Your legs were like completely still while your top was bobbling. It was perfect. I have a feeling like your legs weren't tracking for a second. Hi, it looks great. I was gonna show them the settings over here. Okay, so these settings, when I look at them, you guys can't see my little pointer. There's like an invisible box in the way of them. So you cannot interact with these at all. At least I couldn't. And it was just like, what the fuck? And I was fucking fighting with it for like 5 minutes. Your shirt thing looks like a little almost lumpy right here. And you may want to look at it next time you're in Unity. Like right here behind your right arm, it just sticks out a bit. I left my camera over here. There it is. Oh my god, I love having solid lens on. Where am I? Right here? I haven't said hi to people yet. Yeah. Okay. Alright, before stream. At Mommy Milker Monday. Okay, Pixel. You know, I wonder what this guy does in VR before he goes live. Like, he doesn't set up the cameras, of course. Guess he spends it looking for the world's best world to start in. I guess he sets up his full body. Listen here, motherfucker. You know damn well I set up the cameras, okay? Fuck you. Fuck you. Funny numbers, the One Piece is real. Also nice to stay 669. Good stream, good night. Good night, Smile, if you're still here. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. Whoa, Yulin put on some pants. What do you mean? I'm just kidding. Hi, Lopner. Hi, Pixel. Hello. Oh my god, I was sneezing again. I literally try to blow my nose before getting in VR. And then this happens every time. It's actually driving me crazy. Lopner, hello. Oh, hi, Noodles. You and I have good news. Yeah, I'm actually awake. Hello, Pixel. Yeah. Noodles is Breggers. Hi, Noodles. Hi, Lop. Hi, Smile. Chips are chips. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I sleep now. Good night. Hi, Techno. Morningland. I'm gonna sneeze again. Oh my god. I need to fucking... Oh my god. 1 second. I came somewhat prepared today. No, I wouldn't call this somewhat prepared. I'd call this massively prepared. I had fucking tissues next to me in case this happened. I didn't expect it to happen this soon. I expected it to happen while I was walking. But, yay. I should be good now. Morningland, I'm in Bedland. Go from nap yesterday. No, hold on. I slept till 1 a.m., then went back to sleep at 5 a.m. So from nap yesterday, a lot of hours. Good. What the fuck, Noodles? I just woke up myself. Stationaryland, hi Zuvi. Cantland, hi Global. What is Cantland for? Lumpy Plumpy. What? Hey, air. Oh, that was me talking about that shirt. This little bit right here. It looks like it looks like I could just grab it and then like hold you up by it. Like just, you know, when you got like I don't want to say young kid. You know when like a dad holds their kid up by their shirt? It looks like I could do that. Hi Air, hi Pixel. No, hi Hoyu. Oh, that was from the wrong chat. Why is beach day 10 Celsius? Oh no, is it cold there? Bless. Anyway, I love the Smoogle. Bless you. Thank you. Pollen? I don't know what. I think it's just May. So yeah, pollen. Hi Techno. Hi Devilgated. He's allergic to his housemate's Butland. Oh, Den freezing. Hi Devil. I'm putting a thermal on BRB. Okay. Hi Kimmy. When I get you, shake. Who is that cutie? Hi Nick. It's a hoodie. Greedy VR player stealing all the fishnets from fishermen. Hi Haxie. Sure the tissues were there because you were sneezing last night? Yes. That's literally why they were there. Hi Trogdor. They've basically become known as the Tails Chow. So I'm stuck as Tails Chow now? No. That's not how it works. You can literally change to whatever you want. And anybody who tells you what to be, fuck them. You're doing that because you want to. How are you, Ewan? I'm good. My allergies are going fucking nuts. I literally put the headset on and just started, like, just producing snot. And it was like, what the fuck? But I came prepared. I'm loving that side strap on the shorts. I think they mean the lanyard. I think they mean the, this thing. Not the G-string, the white thing. No, the belt. Hi, chat. Do a rocket. That's my go-to for fixing allergies when I'm not in VR. If I was like just, you know, leaky, I would get up and go to the bathroom and do a rocket. But, you know, when I'm here, I am not going to do that. I'm not going to get up and leave to the bathroom. I'm also just not going to be like, oh, I guess I got to do it here. Pooh, right onto the floor. I like the Nanachi avatars. They're so very cute. Also, it was funny to put you on the spot yesterday with the consent bit. Wait, that was me on the spot? Noodles, I thought that was me putting you on the spot. Are you remembering that correctly? What you grabbed so you don't lose you. Oh no, he said leaking. Time to make a gum joke. Let's start stretching. We're already at 9:10. I haven't done anything. Because if I say no, you get in trouble. Yeah, so I put you on the spot, forcing you a specific answer. How is that me being put on the spot? How is that me? How is that you putting me on the spot when I'm the one answering or like asking the question? You knew the answer though? Yes? Noodles, I don't know if you understand how this works. Who is the Chow? That's Techno Rave. Elon, we got new people here. Show them that you could take off the shorts. I'm just doing Vance. I appreciate it, Noodles. Ladies, you're both pretty. I'm like at the edge of my space, and my head is getting cut off. So I want to move this back just a little bit. Elon is pretty, I agree. He's edging, chat. Where did you get that? Good lord. I went to bed super early last night, guys. It was literally like midnight. And I was just like, man, I don't feel like doing anything. I'm just gonna go to bed. But because I've been napping so much, it meant I wasn't gonna sleep long. So I woke up at fucking 4 a.m. today. Hi, Oni. How was your past week, Mr. Ewan? It's been good. It's been good. Nothing to complain about. My parents got back from Florida yesterday. They got home yesterday. I had bought a frozen pizza to have with them. That was nice.
Bozo.
What are you? Oh, okay. Hi, this looks great. Okay. So I saw the front with like the zipper undone, right? The belt open. And I thought it was like shorts, skin, the tiniest thong. And I was like, what? But no, it's the inside of the shorts that I was seeing. Not fucking skin. But do you understand what I'm saying? That I was like, yeah. I thought it was like a literal square inch space of thong, just like way above the bits. I was like, that's, huh? No, this looks great though. Are you normally this tall?
Yes, and now and again.
Hell yeah. Parents came back. I've already been freaked out
cold
once.
Person.
Because, this morning it was like 7 a.m. and one of them woke up to like go start making coffee. And you know, me being used to being alone the past 3 months, suddenly hearing somebody walk around upstairs, I was like, oh shit, somebody's in the house. Oh, right, the people who own the house, of course. Did you hug your mom, Lind, and dad, Lind? I did. That was the first thing I did. Parents show up and now he's back to his night owl sleep schedule. I miss 666. Hi, Juice. Juice, we did a big event for 666. We went to an uncharacteristically spooky map for me. We were at the Banjo-Kazooie map, but specifically the Haunted Mansion part of it. So, you know, it was real spooky hours here for 666. Weird champ. What do you mean, weird champ? Isn't that like so spooky? Isis Selden. Mad Monster Mansion. Everybody was hyping 666 up, like, what game are you gonna play? Are you gonna do a spooky map? And I was like, no, you fucking idiots. Of course I'm not going to. I find Minecraft scary. And I've been writing that joke, sis, of, this is the scariest map I can think of. And everybody's like, it's Banjo-Kazooie, dude. I'm regular techno again. I saw. Hi, Ganna. Elon didn't pet me yesterday or Saturday. Cry. I swear, she literally just... I did. I literally did pet her, and she just doesn't pay attention to it. You didn't? We were literally sitting there. It was literally after the walk. I had Pixel on my left arm, and I did this. You didn't? Go check the VODs. Go check the VODs. Ayo, booty stream time. Oh, hug. Don't call us idiots. Minecraft is scary. I can't play with music in caves. You didn't? No, you didn't. This is gaslighting. You didn't. Whatever. Whatever.
You know, if Noodles really wanted some pets, they'll join right now.
You know, if I'm gonna head pat her and she's gonna complain that I didn't head pat her, then I'm just actually not going to head pat her. She's just actually
Also,
not
why
going
is
to
there
get them.
a photo frame of somebody giving head over there?
That's the mirror button.
The what button?
The mirror button. You click it and the
Oh,
mirror
dude,
pops up.
It looks like someone's on their knees and someone's like standing up.
Yeah. So that's the night elf sitting pose. And they've got someone else standing there to line up, making it look like head.
Tour.
Uh-huh. That is a... I'm not sure if it's a reference to an old Machinima video, but hi Harley. Back in like classic vanilla days, we're talking 19, 20 years ago. A group did it's one of the like first like WoW video things on YouTube. And they did the Tralala song. The "Oh, you touch my tralala, my ding ding dong." They did that, but like with scenes in World of Warcraft. And so like one of the things they did was the night elf girl like constantly going into the sitting position on her knees like that, just right in front of somebody. So no need to get in for no head pats. Got it. Someone's fucking on the beach. Nobody's fucking on the
We
beach.
could come share a brain cell.
Join so I can give you a hug. Why are you always yawning? That's just me. I'm just tired like that, okay?
Nealon, you're gonna make me start yawning soon. You like, you know.
Why would that be a bad thing?
What do you mean?
Why is you yawn? Why do I not want to make you yawn? You said you're gonna make me start yawning. I'm like, okay. Why does
Yeah,
that?
because it's contagious. You yawn, so then I yawn, then Dan yawns.
Why is that
Maxie
something
yawns,
that I?
Juice falls all over.
Why is it something that I care about? Why am I like, oh no, I don't want to make Kimmy yawn?
You know what? I hope you stub your toe on a piece of glue with jelly and sprinkles in it.
Get yawned, idiot. Get yawned, idiot. Yonlin, can we kiss like all of us? Hang on. Then why are we even here? He's tired of us. What do you mean? Hold on, Haxie. Are you talking about what Noodles is saying? Is that you won't get pats? Oh, no sex on the beach. Because the beach orgy is not for stream. That'll be after. But we're not gonna do that on Twitch. What do you mean?
Let's go, beach orgy!
Literally just yawn. Thanks, Kimmy. Like sandpaper. Where were we? We're at head pats. Come here, Chow and Cat.
Where's
Yeah,
my chair?
that's you. You're the cat.
No.
God, she does a little blem face when she gets head pats. Okay. Beach orgies, yo. Wait, hold up. No orgies while I'm here. Literally, they won't be while you're here, Techno. We'll do our walk. And then stream will end. And then it'll be like, yo, somebody will take their top off. And then everybody else will take their top off. Hi, Lunny. Damn, there go the cuddles, I guess. Hi, Logitech. I'll come take my top off. Yeah? No, you won't, sis.
I would have gotten the beach outfit.
Mm-hmm.
If I knew it was beach day.
Simply get both. Ow, 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 ow. I finally did it. I finally,
did
the sewing, and I have new Velcro on my trackers. So far, so good. We'll see after, 3 hours of walking. Hi, Smug. Elin, we know you're always the first one to take your top off. That is not true. I'm almost never the first one.
Absolutely gas.
The moment someone else takes their top off, I'm right there with them. But I'm never the first one. I'm in my beach outfit. Hey, yo. Hey, Grats. Yeah, you won't, sis. Because you never join for cuddles.
Sisselden hates us.
He doesn't hate
Never
us.
want to
He
play
just
WoW. Never want to jump in VR.
He
Never
just-
want to play Monster Hunter.
he doesn't like the group. So he's literally on VR chat every fucking time. He's just in orange status in a private, and I'm just like, oh, I want sis cuddles. I used to get those. I'll come do it right now, I swear. What group do I not like? What group? I don't know what you mean. I'm usually orange in a public world, actually. At least lately. Anytime it's nap time, I always see you on orange. And I'm like, sometimes I think about sending you an invite. Sometimes, and this hasn't happened for like a month now, but there was about a month or two where I wait, does she have the thing on? No. There was like a month or two where I wouldn't have anybody at the end of the walk. And it would just like be me. So I was like, okay, if I want to nap, I gotta find somewhere to nap. And so I'd request on you or Core or someone else that was on pretty regularly. And I think you were just like almost always asleep for it. And so I never joined you. You said he doesn't like the group? Oh, like you don't like the group of people, the crowd. I'm always orange. I know you're always orange. It makes it hard to just join you. Walking in the haptic suit is not Pog? Yeah, I would imagine so. Ow. Ow, ow. Yeah, I hate this group, freaky wall. I'm not saying this group specifically. I'm just saying you don't like crowds. Basically a core set, even D, N. Wait, you don't like D or N? Understandable. Cry. Haxie is the exception. Oh my goodness. I'm so sniffly. I hate May. Don't out people for not liking the group. I'm not, it's not the group, it's, what the heck? What the heck? Steals your glasses. It's not this group, it's just any groups. I think Sis very much prefers cuddles one-on-one with people. Not in a large pile. I'm just guessing he might be like, no, you're wrong. Oh, I see. Kimmy, can you punch Yulin for me? Thanks. I'm never an exception. You were literally just the exception. Is Den on your right? This one is Den. You got an alfalfa ear. Ah! Wait, hold on. I gotta fix the other one. There. Now it's just the one that's a fucking point. No!
Adds whip sound effects.
I think Den's ears are literally my favorite. How could you hate your birth month? Because it's when my allergies are the worst. This is true. I don't really mind groups generally. I don't hate them, but I much prefer one-on-one. I just like falling asleep on laps, but I always die before they are ready. You made Den a Pikmin, rip Den. I always feel bad because, like, at this time, all right, if I look at Haxie, they're already like, they already look sleepy. They're already doing like a, this sort of thing. 3 hours from now, I'm gonna end, and I'll be like, okay, everybody in the instance, I'm gonna go, take a shower if I need to, have a quick snack. I'll be like 10 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna come back, Taxi's just fucking Yamcha post. Taxi's just gone. And I'm like, no! But it's just the way the time works. You can thank sis for asking for a million stretch. 25. Are we already at... We're already at 26 minutes. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. We did, we're at cami stretch. We're at cami stretch, squats, and, the other thing. Blinking. Very cute ears, Den. Salute Miyavi ears like. Ow, 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 ow. You know, Mondays are the hour stalling days. Good lord. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Squats. 1, 2, 3, 4. I sleep curled into a ball, not Yamcha. Yeah, but it's funnier to say Yamcha. You're doing great, guys. Your entire stream is yapping, but you are meant to be walking. We do the stretching, and sometimes I just start talking and like not stretching at all. And then it'll be like, hey, we've been here 30 minutes. I'm like, oh shit. I mean, you're doing great too. One.
I'm like balancing on one leg, dog.
3.
What are you doing, huh?
Techno, I need you to scooch. Hi, Joe. He's coming, he's coming.
Holy shit, he's coming! Holy shit!
3, 4. He's not coming. To Selden joining us? This isn't joining us. Sis, have you done the new Risk of Rain stuff? Gail was telling me about it, that they finally got that 3rd patch out. I don't even have it downloaded. But I'm like, I kind of want to play it. Yeah, you're right. Okay, now I'm not coming. No, I haven't yet. Gail mentioned. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like how you say, now you're not coming. You were never coming. Risk of Rain. I don't have friends that play Risk of Rain 2. That's bullshit and you know it.
What the hell?
You have like at least 10 friends that play it. What are you, Techno and Angel Bean? Literally, yes. They are one of the Angel Chows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was going to come, then you did the guilt tripping thing, and now I won't actually come. See, I don't believe you, because if I say, yay, he's coming, you're gonna go, no, I'm not. And if I go, he was never coming, then you weren't going to. I am onto your trick, sis. It is a, no matter what I say, you weren't going to come. Am I Hero Bean? I have no idea what that is, but Bean is Bean. I was putting together Bikini and Unity to come. Oh, that I actually really want to see. I will now close Unity and open RuneScape. Good luck. Dude, sis. I don't know what it's been like for you lately. I've been in a fucking turbo rut of like, I don't know what games to play. I've been playing fucking Season of Discovery of all things. And I'm like, I'm literally on this road just like, why am I playing this? I'm not gonna start raiding. I'm not gonna make it to 60. I'm just wasting my time here. Runs up to the next mob and stabs them. Yeah, Casey sent me a screenshot of you playing SOD. Dude, it's just, I don't know, it's the best time waster for me right now. It's the thing that's like, I don't know what to do. I've got 30 minutes. I want to get on Season of Discovery. But I think about, like, what am I planning to do with this? Nothing. Yolan, you miss it. I beat Honey Pop 2 on the hardest difficulty. Hell yeah. My default is RuneScape when all else fails. I'd say WoW is my default. This rogue is level fucking 24. I've never gotten this far in Classic or Season of Discovery. Real, I'm looking forward to Mop, though. I'm not gonna play Mop. Legion Remix, I am very excited for, but the Mop Classic, I'm not gonna do that. You unflanked 30 minutes and counting. We still have 4 more squats to do. I've been playing RuneScape a lot. Minecraft with Den when she has time. Some leagues started playing Warframe a little yesterday. Oh, really? Have you played Warframe before, or is this like you're literally just getting into it? Poor Den. Mop, fuck yeah. I get to clean the floor. I'm so hyped. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're dragon slaying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Real, but can someone else do it for me, please? Played Warframe long ago. I stopped right before Plains of Eidolon came out. I have scarcely touched it since. I see. Okay, so yeah, that has been a while. For me, sis, about like every 2 to 3 years, I get way into Warframe and like it's all I do for 2 months. And then it becomes really fucking hard for me to touch it for another like 2 years. But now I have reason to play because thing to do with Mango. So I'll probably play more. I think I stopped playing Warframe in like 17. So much has changed. Yeah.
Doing right.
1,
Survived
2,
yesterday.
3,
That was good.
4, 5. I hate it. What? You hate it? Warframe got a lot less interesting to me when they added operator stuff. I really don't like messing around with operators. Granted, it's optional. You don't have to. It just feels like you're supposed to be doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
My niece had her 5-year-old birthday party yesterday. It was Frozen themes of Frozen stuff everywhere.
Oh my god, a Frozen birthday party? That's crazy. Why did I bring my camera down? That's crazy. Because, like, Frozen's kind of old at this point. You'd think they'd want something newer. They fucking swarm me the moment I'm on the ground. Oh, I just missed 33. Alright, 33-10. 36-10. Hi, love. But you and they can't? I have no idea what's going on. And there are like 50 different daily things and systems. And I have no idea what's going on. Well, what I would recommend, Gana, is looking up an order of things to farm. Warframe has a really nice infographic of like, you're at this stage of the game, do this. Once you've done this, start working on this. But you and they can't let it go? Okay. Alright, you're banned, Freya. You're banned. There's no way it's the same body type? Huh? That's why Den wanted playing Miss Frey. Frozen 2, they let it go. Freya, I miss you. Yeah, almost 1 minute. Almost 1 minute. 1 minute down. 2 more to go. That's the problem. I have some stuff from late game, but I'm missing like mid and now early game. That guide, that infographic, will make it easy. Because it'll be like, oh, I don't have this. Let's just go do that. What the fuck is Den doing? I don't know, stretching her legs. 4 more decades to go. Good lord. Halfway there. 90 more seconds. Chat, is his back straight? Yes, it is. No, what the fuck? Turned on my heart rate monitor. Was on 69. That's enough exercise for today. 69 sounds like you haven't started exercising. 2 minutes down. Doesn't look like it. Speaking of backs, I haven't seen North Princess in a while. Is she okay? She is. Probably won't be around for a while. Yeah. 40 more seconds. You'll see her in other chats.
That sounded ominous.
Not ominous, just... she's not happy with me.
Oh, I see.
Oh god. 20 more seconds. I also hate the fact that they remixed the solar system. Do I need to go unlock everything again? And honestly, it's now? Wait, you should still have your completion ready. You should have to do the junctions over. But like each level you shouldn't. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ugh. Oh.
What the hell? My chair collapsed, dog.
Yeah.
Can you believe this?
Yes. You're not supposed to have two
Okay,
people.
time to
chair.
sit on his face.
No, no. You had 2 people on me. Of course I'm gonna collapse. I did like 5 junctions yesterday. Not enough room to plank, so I used my core to lift my pelvis instead. I have like 30 of most planks, but like no junctions. Dad, you did it. I'm gonna use my core. Oh, I'm going to use my core to lift your Butland. Oh. Could you say no to that? Alright, get off me. Get off me, I need to go. Okay. Let's start walking. Where am I? I'm here. You guys wait there. I'm going behind this rock over here. Is that a plug? On me? No. XX37. I have no idea what you're referring to there, Hexy. Oh, what time we finished stretching. Listen! Sometimes I'm just having fun talking with everybody and hanging out. It's not my fault. It's called a ridge? The thing on your back? Oh. I see what you were talking about. It's my tattoo. And in my beach outfit, it's the water tribe. It's a literal tramp stamp. Yes, it is. Okay. Lower? No.
Can't believe you get rid of the dance symbol.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Not a dancer symbol, I swear. We come over here. I need to...
Be.
No, it literally couldn't be.
Maybe.
Do this. I need to pause that. Over here. Mute that. We actually have a lot of people. So I'm also going to move this out. Okay. Let's start walking.
What the hell?
Northern or southern? I don't know. It's the one Iroh drew. So probably northern. Oh boy, walking time. It's called a ridge. It's literally not. Dancer symbol? So on my standard model, we have the heart on the lower back. The heart is my first VR chat group. I was invited to a group called Dream Shelter. They hi Dore. Hi Dehi. Nice airplane engine. It's not an airplane engine, it's just the treadmill! Hi, Azu! This group was called Dream Shelter. They commissioned a logo, which is a very fancy looking heart. And we all put that on different places in our avatars. Kind of like the way Fairy Tail puts the guild crest somewhere on their body. So like one of them has it on their tongue, one of them has it on their forearm. One of the girls has it on their thigh. I put it as a tramp stamp. And after a week of us having it on our avatars, somebody was like, oh wow, cool, you guys must be like a Kingdom Hearts group or something. And we all died a little inside, because none of us had thought it had any similarity to Kingdom Hearts. We were just so excited for our Dream Shelter heart logo. And these guys like being fucking bullies and calling it Kingdom Hearts or Dancer Icon, because they're mean. Remember when Mondays were your slow days? I don't know if that was always the case. I don't know. I've given up trying to make sense of it, Trogdor. Some days we'll have a Wednesday that's kind of slow and, you know, it's kind of not many people there today, that day. And then I'll have a Wednesday that's like a new record and I'm like, I give up. I give up trying to predict the trends. I just walk. Insert stereotypical New York accent. Yulin, I'm walking here. Mean to Yulin? Yes! Yes, you guys can be mean to me. Oh, like MLP have their symbols, got it? No, no. Not like that, no. That is completely different, because in My Little Pony, they always have the symbol on the same spot, and it's different per person. It's literally the opposite for us, because we all have the same symbol on different spots. It's literally like Fairy Tail.
Like bronies, right?
Literally no. What's your cutie mark, Yulin? A pillory. Yulin with her cutie mark. Seems like Wednesdays are your quiet days, Pog. Cutie mark, that's it. Yulin wants a pony, Sona got it. Oh my god. Good lord. A what? What do you mean a what? Yulin would be an earth pony? A pillory? Apiliary? No. What is that? Sorry, not sorry. Think about other things that sound like that, Noodles. And try to find the one that contextually makes the most sense. Whatever you said, apiary. My work makes so I can't make it 2 days, then can 1. Can't another 2, then can 3 days. Yeah, I'm gonna pill Yulin's ovaries. I regret that comment. I have zero idea. Well, I'm having fun making you guess, so. You were closer with your first guess? What is an apiliary and what is an apiary? What are those two things? Auxiliary? I love the idea. Apiary is beehive? Okay. I love the idea of there being a pony that has an aux cable as their cutie mark. And so people are like, oh, so you're a musician. And they're like, no. Wait, so you're not like a DJ or a guitarist? No. I just put on the music. Your cutie mark is that you just decide what music to play? Yep. And I never miss. Hand me the aux cable.
You didn't play that much Skyrim then. Because there's that one quest for the, you have to burn down the beehives and they're called apiaries.
No, I didn't see that at all in Skyrim.
Thief Guild.
I think one's a Pokemon. I do not think Apiliary is a Pokemon. Fuck you disestablishes your humanitarianism. Octillery is a Pokemon? Octillery is a Pokemon. We're getting further away from what I said. And so is Okidogi. You know, I never played with Okidogi. It wasn't like... When I stopped... Well, was Okidogi Sword and Shield DLC, or was that Scarlet and Violet? I did have to Google it. Because I can't remember seeing it written before, LOL. Looks like shit, so I hate it. Oh, we gotta reset a tracker. This thing is hard drifting. I had the Team Rocket lean going on. Alright, turn on. Okay. That should be fixed. Elon, say you love Logitech right now. Logitech, I love you. Techno, you're fucking weird. How? You bitch. I don't think Logitech needed, or I don't know if they particularly wanted me to be like, Logitech, I love you. So why did you want me to say that? But they should be appreciated? Logitech is awesome. Exactly. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just think you're forced demand of it. I just think that's weird. I'm Valdir. Pokemon and Final Fantasy are the same genre, but Pokemon's you can only use 4 moves, while FF you can use like 40. That's why I think Pokemon is a bad RPG. Is that Kimmy in the pink outfit? It is. That doesn't make me weird. We've had this conversation many times on this channel, Gana. I love Pokemon. I hate Pokemon. I think the IP of Pokemon as a creature collector and setting is really cool. People love it. People want to like Pokemon. As a JRPG, I mean, it's baby's first JRPG. It is so simple that people forget it's a turn-based JRPG. And that's fine. I think they should diversify into other game genres, which they kind of do. They have Pokken Tournament. They have Pokemon Unite. They have Mystery Dungeon and Ranger, and they have other games, but like, they do other things, and then they kind of just leave it alone, it seems like. But like, I'd love to see like an Animal Crossing Pokemon. I'd really like to see a delivery game that's themed around Pokemon. A logistics game themed with Pokemon. The problem is, Pokemon is so big and well beloved that they don't really put much polish or effort into their games. They don't have to. They could spend 5 years making something like Breath of the Wild that's amazing polish, amazing quality. It could go down as like the best game of all time. But they would probably sell like 50 million units. Or they could do an annual release, a slop game that just has the bare minimum of features. They have their, small team of 200 developers just crunch for a year, and they'll sell 25 to 30 million units. Well, which one's gonna make more money? The one that sells 50 million units every 5 years, or the one that sells 25 million units every year? They're gonna do, their business, their goal is to make money. They are going to sell an annual release that simply like lacks features because it's just time and effort to add those in and lacks polish. Now that being said, there are still people that absolutely love those games. You know, I have friends that they love Sword and Shield. They love Scarlet and Violet. And, you know, they're not necessarily bad games. They're just, for Pokemon, they should be better. They should be way better. But money is money, and a company is gonna do what a company does and maximize money. I love Pokemon. I would kill for a delivery game that's like, your character is like 17 years old. They tried to become a Pokemon champion. They washed out. They only got like 3 or 4 badges. They just weren't cut out to be a Pokemon battler. Over the years, they've kind of released or given away all their Pokemon that they caught on their journey. And they've only kept their starter, which they didn't even fully evolve. It's like the second evolution. And they're like, man, I gotta get a job. Money is tight. What do I do? And they get a job as a delivery guy that's basically like, hey, we need this package to get to this city. So you start like riding that Pokemon of yours from town to town delivering packages. And you don't battle people. Maybe you help people along the way in that, like, you know, you see a couple and they're like, hey, take a picture of us. You see a girl and she's like, I dropped my dolly down there. Riding a Pokemon sus. Think of like riding a Rapidash. Don't make it weird. We can talk about weird stuff, but like Pokemon Stranding, literally
to deliver this.
Literally, I want Pokemon Stranding. That is literally what I want. And like over time, you start getting really good at it. You start making more money. You start adding more Pokemon to your lineup. So it's like, hey, this package needs to go like literally across the country. Fly. This package needs to go out in the ocean. You've got a water Pokemon. This Pokemon is like really fast and you can use the highways. You can fucking like speed along literal highways on like a Rapidash or an Arcanine. I want that where it's like you incrementally increase the versatility of the routes you can do with the different Pokemon you have. Hi, Cairo. Holy hottie. I mean, Kimmy's so cute. The best Pokemon game is Ranger. My favorite thing about Pokemon is the waifu trainers. Hawken, I want a good mystery dungeon. Lopner, I like the one that's, the swimsuit lass. Where she's got 6 fucking Pokemon. And when she battles you, and she's like, where do I keep my, Pokeball? Where do I keep my Pokeballs when I'm wearing this tiny swimsuit? I'll never tell. And it's like, excuse me? Ma'am, excuse me? Ma'am, this is a game for 10-year-olds? Pokemon Town Builder, that sounds good. Pokemon Town Builder sounds awesome! Hawken, I want to get a mystery dungeon. Bark, you're just describing Sword and Shield. Man, I was just here for the booty. I didn't know you were so base, though. Oh no, they're definitely bad games in my opinion. I don't think they're bad games. I think if it was not Pokemon, if it was like the first game to ever come out like that, like if it was Temtem, it'd be good. I don't think it would last. I think people would play it, be like, wow, that was fun, and then like very few people would go back to it. I don't think it'd be as good as Palworld. But I think Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, if they were their own things, completely separate from Pokemon, would still be successful. Just, you know, forgettable. I really should play Death Stranding. Riding a Pokemon sus, Pokemon Stranding, nice. Hi Azu Yellow. Good meowing. Hi Azu, hi Noodles. Oh, I have it on Epic, neat. Well, Cairo, get on VRC so I can finally see you. It's Monday, they're working Techno. Little bro wants a Pokemon mod for Death Stranding. Lopner nodders. Woo, no, she says. Girl secret. I remember her. She's in Hose or something, haha. Hello, Dehi. Okay, here's your problem. Oh, here's your Pokemon Town Builder. But it's free to play mobile game with a $10 a month pass that gives you extra rewards. Blah. Really, my favorite part about Pokemon games is when you could play dress up on a fashion game that's not Super Shoujo. See, the dress up part was one of the best things they added. They added that with X and Y, and people loved it. Being able to customize your Pokemon trainer and make them like the way you want was such a good feature. And by the time they got to Scarlet and Violet was like, hey, yeah, no, this takes, you know, resources, time, and effort. We ain't got that, so cut it. You get 4 outfits. They're all the same outfit with just different texture. And that's what you get now. That shit sucks. There's so many things in Pokemon that was like, this was a good feature for one of the generations that everyone loved. And it gets discontinued later. Your first Pokemon following you? Why is that not standard? That should have been in every single game after Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Dude, they had a $10 a month pass on a game where you sleep like actually how? Hi, Baldier. I tried playing Pokemon Pocket, and the monetization was so bad. Freaking locked into school outfits, giving my fashion. Dude, it was upsetting. SM and Ultra Sun Ultramoon had pretty fun clothing options. Yeah? Yeah? And that was like in the later end where it was like, you're starting to get like cooler and cooler outfits, right? In X and Y, they added fashion. But like, the next game, they expanded on it. The next game was like, we're going fucking hard with this. Time to do morning hygiene, getting off VR chat. Bye, Techno. Thank you for hanging out. Gosh, the beach day really does bring out all the cuties. Like, look at Den and Nomasu. Nomasu is not here. I don't know. I don't know if they'll pop in later. You're probably thinking of Haxie. SM had good fashion. It's like, imagine the Pokemon game where there was new fashion. Your first Pokemon followed you. Every single Pokemon was in the game. When you beat the Elite Four, you went to one of the previous zones, right? So let's say you beat Scarlet and Violet, and then they're like, hey, now you can go on a vacation to the Hawaii Islands, and go through that in like a harder league, just the same way Silver and Gold did. And that unlocks the national decks. Every Pokemon is in the game and has new sprites. Like, imagine all the things that just would require time and polish to do, and just imagine every Pokemon game being able to do that. Imagine a Pokemon game like Legends Arceus that wasn't about beating the Elite Four and the 8 gyms. Imagine a Pokemon game that's like just a different story. Imagine a Pokemon game that's like you're in the fucking Pokemon Ward that Lieutenant Surge talks about in Gen 1. Imagine a Breath of the Wild Pokemon game where you're like literally exploring the map and shit. Like, if you let this studio cook, they could make some really fucking cool things. But they are just so fucking pressured for an annual release that they make the same thing year after year. They cut features, add one new gimmick feature, and it's just like, it's so frustrating. Why can't you give your Pokemon a hat or something? Because they follow you around? Imagine being able to give accessories to Pokemon. Imagine, like, a lot of Pokemon being able to wear a hat. Or a lot of them being able to wear a bracelet. Or a scarf. Or a jacket, right? Like, you have a Pikachu, you can put any hat or scarf on them. You have an Arcanine, you can put any bracelet on them. You have a Charizard, You can put any scarf on them. Right? That shit would be so fucking cool. And we will never get that, because that sounds like a really tedious thing to put into the game. I miss Pokemon dress fashion. That was my third fave gen. Which gen? Oh, sorry. Hard to see from here. Haxie cute. Imagine a good Pokemon game, Pokemon COD. Also, literally Pokemon Ranger LO. Also, you give them a hold item when it shows up. Yeah! It's just... there's so many things they could do. And they are the biggest merch IP in the world. Like, they should have so much money that they could do anything they want. And they just don't. It is just, we are about making the investors money. We are about, you know, this optimum annual release that we know we're going to sell 20 million units for every year. It just sucks. It just sucks, dude.
It's become like John Madden or FIFA.
Yeah. Yeah. Life-size Gardevoir moment. Hi, Ronmu. Capitalism, baby. At what point... it would just be so nice if, like, the Pokemon team was like, guys, we really don't need more money. Everybody here is totally taken care of. What if we just started worrying about legacy? Because right now, people hate us. Right now, when people talk about us, you know, the board that owns Pokemon, they talk about how we ruin the game. What if we, like, wanted them to think we were cool? What if we, like, still made money, but spent a lot more money on making good games? And we had, like, 5 different Pokemon studios all belting out different Pokemon genre games. And, like, everybody loved our games unanimously. What if we were making Breath of the Wild quality games as the Pokemon studio? I would kill for that situation. Hi, Kyle.
That won't happen until AAA's crash, which is going to happen pretty soon. The whole market's going to crash.
But so many games are like that these days. How cute is the life-size Gardevoir? Like that's ever going to happen? Also, good morning. You keep bringing up Breath of the Wild? Yeah, because it was fucking good. Because only weirdos don't like Breath of the Wild. No, that's never going to happen. They wouldn't make 1 mil when they can make 1 bill. Yeah. Sadly, yeah. That is simply how it works. Baldir, are you one of the weirdos that thinks Breath of the Wild was bad? I have a few friends that they're just like, yeah, I didn't like Breath of the Wild. I think it was a bad game. And I'm like, what do you mean? How? It's perfect. It's not perfect, but God, it's so good. No. But I do not like it. Not my kind of game. My exposure to Breath of the Wild is like Time Stop Rock Cannon. And glue plus wheels plus batteries. When I played Breath of the Wild, I got really frustrated for the first 5 hours. Because I ended up wandering into some very hard areas that I should not have wandered to right away. When I was playing it, the first thing I wanted to do was fill out the map. So I wanted to do all the towers first. And so I did the Great Plateau and the Great Plateau Tower. I went down and did the River Tower, which was a very easy tower to do. And then the next closest tower was Hyrule Field, which is one of the, like, by far more difficult towers. You have 4 guardians just aimed up at the tower that will laser you if you start climbing it. And so I had to, like, kill one of these, which at 3 hearts and, you know, sticks for weapons in the game is a very difficult thing to do. I had to kill one, and then, like, for the other 2, there were 2 sections that I just had to jump up fast enough that they didn't shoot me in time. It was very harrowing. The whole thing took me like an hour. And I was like, if this is the whole game, if I'm gonna be encountering stuff like this for every tower, this is miserable. And then I did the other towers, and obviously none of them were that, well, like 2 or 3 of them were that hard, but by the time you get there, you're like 10 hearts, way more shit. So Yulin ran into the goblin camp at level 2. Not the goblin camp. It was the Hyrule Tower, the Hyrule Field Tower, with a bunch of guardians aimed at it. The literal laser robots. I hated weapon durability. I absolutely despise the weapon durability in Breath of the Wild. Now, that being said, I did get to a point where it just clicked, and I was like, oh, you know what? This doesn't bother me anymore. Once you stop trying to preserve your weapons and trying to maximize, like, okay, this is my weakest weapon, so I should use it first. Once you just say, like, I don't give a shit, a stick is a stick and it hits the enemy, and you just start cycling through them, and, like, you see a new weapon, you throw your current one and pick that up. It's a lot... You mind it a lot less. Once you get that moment of, I don't care about durability and I don't care about preserving good shit, it becomes like, everything's a tool to use, fucking throw it. That being said, here's the one change I would make to Breath of the Wild. Add in a 6th Great Fairy. So you've got the 4 standard Great Fairies. You have the Horse Fairy. I would add a 6th Great Fairy that locks weapons. But it's a very late game thing. It's very, like, she has a lot of requirements. You have to, like, give the rupees to all the other fairies before this one. And then once you find this one, it's like, I don't know, she wants 10,000 rupees or something. It's something exorbitant. You restore her. And then she's like, I can't, increase your armor any more than my sisters can, but maybe I can do something about your weapons. Bring me a weapon that you want to, lock its durability, make it unbreakable, and I will tell you what I need to make this happen. So you bring her, like, a great flame blade, and she's like, I need 3 diamonds, I need a horn of Dinral, the fire dragon, right? I need, I don't know, 5 rubies and 2 of your hearts. So literal, like, your hearts and the game won't let you go below 3. But, like, let's say you've got 30 hearts, you can permanently lose 2 of them and fuse them into this weapon. And now that weapon is, like, durability locked. It will not break. And so, like, you couldn't do this with 30 different weapons, right? You'd eventually be like, man, I only can carry, like, 7 of these, and I'm really hurting my hearts on these. But, like, make it scale? Yes. That is the thing. So, like, if you bring them a stick, it's like, yeah, this will cost 1 heart, 1 diamond, 100 rupees. But a Great Flame Blade, that's gonna be expensive. A Royal Claymore, that's gonna be expensive. Elements adds to the cost, damage adds to the cost, modifiers add to the cost. So if it's something that's like a bow that can shoot, that has like straight shot, that's gonna add to the cost. It would be a super late game thing. You could rush it if you wanted to, but it's going to be expensive. They're gonna make you deal with durability for a little bit, because 1, that's the way the game's intended to be played, and 2, it's gonna make you appreciate having the locked durability. Something being not your kind of game doesn't pass to say it's a bad game. I don't think they said it is a bad game. Also, what's with games these days being super expensive? Like, Monster Hunter Wilds was 100 for me. Most of the other games are like 80 or 90. I miss the time when they were like 60. So Ewan ran into the goblin camp. I mean, it's just companies realizing they can get away with asking for more for games, so they will.
It's like GTA 6, like 140.
It's looking like a $90 game for Americans or like 120 for Australia. It's GTA 6 is like the game I expect to be. We're gonna ask way too much. I watched like 40 hours of Breath of the Wild content, so I knew what could be done. But stuff like parry doesn't get explained to you until you use it or you do that shrine, which I think is so dumb. Here's the thing, Ganna. That shrine is very much like where you are supposed to go. The game leads you in a certain direction. You can do the game in any order, but there's very much a natural path. You're supposed to do the Great Plateau, and then the king tells you, go through the Dueling Peaks, and then go north to Kakariko Village. That is where they literally tell you to go. And like, even if you didn't talk to the king, that would be where most people go, because the natural pathing leads you there. Gamers, well, okay, people typically take the path of least resistance. And when you first drop off the Great Plateau, you're on the east side. To go to the west side would mean going across the Ice Mountain. To go north or south, you would just have to run a bit from the Temple of Time, which is just right there conveniently on the east side. So now that you can leave the Great Plateau, you're most likely to leave at the closest edge, going east. This puts you directly on a path going to the Dueling Peaks. Now, again, path of least resistance, right? You can either walk down this path, or you look left and there's some ruins with like moblins and scary looking enemies, or down below where there's a mountain range. So naturally, path of least resistance, you walk down the path. This leads you through the Dueling Peaks to the stable, at which point you're told Kakariko Village is right up there. So again, you keep following the path, you get there, and the shrine is like right there. You've probably encountered like 2, maybe 3 shrines before this one outside of the Great Plateau. And so it's very natural, it's very easy to encounter this shrine early on. If you miss this one, it's very much like you were being a little rebellious, and the game told you to go to Kakariko Village, and you didn't. You chose to go away from it. Which, you know, that's not entirely perfect justification, right? Maybe they should have given you a tutorial shrine on the Great Plateau, but like, it's very much a natural shrine. The only thing that would have been more natural to me is if it was like the shrine right off of the Great Plateau. I think that one's like a wind shrine. It's like, hey, use the paraglider to jump across these little wind pathways. And that's like the first thing you encounter when you leave the Great Plateau. That one might have been a better one for it, but I think the tutorial shrine being in Kakariko Village is okay. Especially since, even if you somehow do miss it, shout out to Nega Oryx, even if you do miss it, you can get through the game fine without it. Weapon and tool durability is the most off-putting thing for me. I hate it. I'm okay with it in Breath of the Wild. Hi, Makaya. Video games going up 16%, I sleep. McDonald's Quarter Pounder with cheese meal going up by 122% since 2014. Real shit. Make it scale. You want to keep stick, 100 gems. I can't remember. Does the Master Sword have durability? It has a timer, Kyle. It will break and then recharge. Which, if you, like, did that with all of your weapons, so, like, the you know, locking the durability thing with the Great Fairy thing that I said, I'd be okay with that being the case instead of just unlimited durability. That way you could get, like, 3 or 4 good weapons and just rotate them out as you use them. I'd be down with that. But I didn't even say that. You asked if I was one of those weirdos who thought it was a bad game, and I say no. You're right, me bad. Pat. You know what, if you miss a shrine that explains something, you'll never learn it. They literally do give you a tutorial. They could have a combat shrine. it's one of those things, Ganna, that's like, I see its problem and it could be a little better. I don't know how they would do it better. I don't know how they would force you into a shrine that's not one of the Great Plateau shrines, because those are about giving you the Sheikah Slate stuff. I don't know how they would give you a combat tutorial shrine and force it. Hi, honey. Hi, Micaiah. My least hated elf, huge. Least hated? You don't like elves? You, like, cannot bear Guardians without parry, though? Beat Guardians without parry, though? I don't know if that's even explained. You can. The Master Sword goes a long way with Guardians. Sneaking up on them and just cutting off their legs and resetting the laser shot, that helps. I personally was terrified of Guardians. That fucking song was like... My heart rate raises 40 beats per minute when I hear that song. I hated those things. Learning to parry them was like, oh, this was the moment of the game that I'm no longer scared. This is the moment in the game where it's like, I feel like I can handle anything. You get the masters.
I go poof, my headset's gonna die.
Bye-bye, thank you for hanging out.
Bye-bye.
You get the Master Sword so late? Yeah. I mean, so I knew about it. I didn't know exactly how to get it. I just knew it was in the game. So the first thing I did... Here's my experience playing Breath of the Wild. I get into the game. I chase around all of the towers and unlock those. Then it was like, okay, there's a femboy outfit, so we're going to do that. So I went to the desert and got the Gerudo Vi outfit. After that, I was like, I know the Master Sword exists, so I'm going to the Lost Woods. I went there, and I literally couldn't get through the Lost Woods. I ended up figuring out, like, somebody told me or something. And so I went back, figured out how to go through the Lost Woods. Didn't have the hearts for it. I went around just playing the game, collecting hearts. And I'd gotten like 2 stamina wheels at this point. I came across Hateno Village, found the statue that lets you trade stuff, immediately dumped everything into the 16 hearts. Went back to the Lost Woods and got it. Didn't need the full 16. Went back to Hateno Village, got as much stamina as I could. And that was how I played the game. Femboy Link, let's go. Elf discrimination is a very real thing I experience every time I get in VR. I'm not sure if you are led to the Master's Sword or not. There's a lot of hints to it. They don't kind of like direct you. It's not like a path of least resistance. Go down the sunshiny path with clear skies and, you know, a nice walkway with fences and lanterns. Or go into the dark forest with rocks and shit. It is very much like an NPC talks about a legendary sword in the forest. There's an NPC that's like, you know, the last time anybody saw the princess was them heading to the Lost Woods. And then there's all the memories. You have the memories that literally show, Zelda talking about it, so. I just wish I could play Breath of the Wild at a solid 60 frames per minute or above. Because like 30 and falls at 20. Gives me headaches so fast. Emulate it. If it hurts to play it on Switch, play it on PC. I converted all my stamina to hearts at one statue that lets you swap your upgrades back and forth. Then swapped it all back to stamina after I got the Master Sword. That is exactly what I did. Doesn't one of the Trial of the Swords reduce the cooldown? Yes, but that is DLC. I've made it to the nice stream. Yeah. Same. Femboy Link, let's go. But elves are so cute. I think elves are cute. I think elves are pretty. I have recently seen something that puts a little bit of a distaste in my mouth for elves. Specifically, elves have been a... This is so weird to talk about, and a lot of people are gonna look at me and be like, holy shit, you are looking way too far into this. Elves have been a caricature of, like, white supremacy in the past. I just said that, and I feel like 10 people just went, what the fuck are you talking about? There's a lot of portrayals of elves. They are white. They are perfect. Oh, I'm putting my hand right in Den's face. Elegant. They are just like heavenly versions of humans, and they have always been depicted as white. And in more recent years, people have been like, yeah, no, let's just, elves can be any ethnicity. Hi, Bits. I was here to look at Den and Haxie's butt. Bits, I saw you posting about the Tarzan Twins video with it being like, what song is this? And I was like, Bits likes Tarzan Twins. Give me some notes. Hi, Grianne. But Elder Scrolls elves? Yes. In more recent years, they are changing that. And Elder Scrolls is very, very early on this. But, like, anytime a game or system starts adding, like, black elves, you start seeing a lot of people complain about it. And they'll be like, elves can't be black.
Been Drow for a while, too.
Yeah, but those are... You would not just...
Still...
Yes, under technicality. I would not say those are, like... what we see, like... African-American black as. Would you?
No, but they're still not the same light-colored skin tones that most people expect elves to be.
My treadmill is fucking grinding. I see those as the same, but like... almost like the, like, evil Superman. Or like the negative picture where it's like... These are the original thing, but like the evil version. When you see an elf with like brown skin, there's people on the internet that lose their shit over that. And it comes from a point of, historically in the past, they've been... I'm like at a loss for the exact words to use. They've been a version of like elves are white, and you've seen this with other races. You can go into goblins and what those have represented in the past. It's one of those things that, like, I do not think of elves as this in my mind, but I feel like I'm aware it exists. And I think it's really weird when people start focusing on that.
You can also go back like further and look at comics and see a lot of comics had redheads because traditionally, at least say 100 years ago, the Irish used to be heavily discriminated against.
Yeah. This take is already too far for me, you're right. Give me some notes, but Elder Scrolls elves, Hemlo Bits. Can't see Den's butt, too much tail, which is better? Wave Bits, what about night elves? Hi Bits. Again. More recent version of elf, Kyle. Gura finally made a movie, a Twitter, and YouTube called Semeko Sava has appeared. Oh, hell yeah. Pato the Pixel. Night elves are basically all light-skinned. They can be very dark blue and purple, but like, it's the brown skin elves that people get upset about. Is Den on a stepper or walking? Den is walking in place. She's just standing in her room. Den just walks. People just have favorite colors. I mean, so... Yes, Lopner, but that's not what we're talking about here. Because we're talking about, like, people make a brown skin elf, and then people go like, you can't do that, you can't have black elves, and it's like, what? It's a fictional race. You cannot really, and I know you're not trying to defend this, you cannot defend that with people have their favorite colors. It's cute. And yet Den still trips over. It's really funny to me, Gana, when people are like, oh, I want to come walk with you, Yulin. And I'm like, get in here. And they're like, I don't have a treadmill. And I'm like, that's not an excuse. There's other people who don't have a treadmill. This is the 40k orcs debate, or orcs and fantasy debate. Hi, non-dairy. Can I just walk in place? That is literally what you can do. That is what Den is doing. Bits, did you figure out what song that was? I saw you ask on Twitter, and I went to their YouTube to see if they had posted it there, and they hadn't. And so I was like, Then doing sets for like 3 hours is pretty impressive. I would be bored if like that in 30 minutes. My hairdresser said I look like I lost weight, so I gotta loaf more. I got tired around second or third mark. Gotta work on my stamina. I have had 3 friends that walk in place without like a standing treadmill. And one of them, I don't remember if they were the first to do it or the second. I don't remember if Den was first or second. But one of them, 9's normal. He did it for like 30 minutes. And he was like, whew, this is a workout, Yulin. We're almost done, right? And I was like, bro, we're at 1 mile. And he was like, oh, so we're almost done, right? I was like, dude, we go 5 miles. We're not even close to halfway. And he just died a little inside. And to his credit, he went the whole way. He did end up going like the 5.4 whatever miles we did that day. But he was like fucking crying by the last mile. Side note, we're at 2 miles so far. You know, I have never heard anyone bring this up besides you. People bring up elves being racist in canon, but not in this way. From what I've seen, go look it up. Go look up, because when I learned about it was when World of Warcraft was adding more options in Dragonflight for all the races. And for a lot of the races, they were adding more Asian and black representation within a lot of their characters. Specifically for the 2 most common races, humans and blood elves. And people were upset about it being for blood elves. People were like, no, blood elves are fair-skinned. You can't have black elves. And it was like, why can they not add it to the fictional race? The fuck are you doing gatekeeping this? Your favorite World of Warcraft YouTuber, the Roachman himself, Asmongold, I think he was upset about it and was like, they can't add black elves, this is retconning. Retconning is always bad. It's like, shut up. I think it's cool. Because there's many ways that people play characters in video games. There's people who like to put themselves in the game, right? You literally just make what you would look like, the closest version you can get to you, and put that in the game. And there's people who like doing that. There's people who like very much differentiating from themselves, making something completely different that feels more like they're following the story of something, but they don't see themselves as that character. And then there's people who just like making a little fucking clown of a character that's horrendous and hideous, but that's just amusing to them, right? Yeah, I'm actually an elf IRL. I think it's fucking horrendous for somebody to sit there and go, this character, this fictional character, cannot be black because they weren't designed that way. That wasn't there from the beginning. And it's like, what a level of fucking privilege that you have what a level of hypocrisy that you're like, I want to be able to represent myself in this game, and I enjoy that, but when other people want that, fuck them. They can't do that. I hate when people get like that. Why do you do 5 miles? It's a good workout. It's a good amount of time. I try to walk, so I walk at 2.5 miles per hour, because any louder and the treadmill starts making a lot of noise. Now, that being said, my treadmill has been getting noisier and noisier over the years. But like if I was doing 3 miles per hour or 4 miles per hour, you would hear me stomping as I'm jogging. I also don't want to get to a point where I'm too out of breath every stream, and you hear me like, so 2.5 miles per hour. Going 5 miles is about a good amount of time to make the stream last an average 3.5 hours. I do 3 minimum. But going 5 miles at 2.5, I typically don't have a problem getting over 3 miles because of that. So it's just like a number that's been, this works, this is a good balance. I propagated the meta, congraze. Nealon, I'm down 86 pounds? Hell yeah. Well done, thank you. Because he is not a 1 mile man. Not gonna lie, I don't know how long a mile is. Look like I played WoW I played WoW for the Druids. And the Dino Troll Druids is so fucking cool. I wish the Zandalari Trolls had more options. Actually, Troll would probably be my favorite race to play in WoW. I just hate that they can't wear shoes. It drives me fucking nuts that they can't wear shoes. I won't play them. If they had shoes, I would never play anything other than a troll. You did? Well, no, that's not true. If Naga was playable, I would play Naga. If trolls had shoes, I would play those. If goblins weren't ugly, I would play those. Those are like the 3 things I want. Trolls with shoes, cute goblins, Naga. You do that? Do what? I'm actually an elf IRL, night elf mohawk. Now I think about it. Anything different about elves from normal people? Besides the ears and long life? They typically come with an unnatural and heavenly, like, elegance. Like, they're almost always described as being, like, so, what's the word? They're just so skilled and, like, dexterous that, like, they don't have footstep sounds. Because they're just so, elegant. Like, elves are almost always associated with elegance. It is in recent years that we get more, like, feral elves, which we had in, well, Warcraft, Wildstar. There's probably a few other, like, feral elf things, but the vast majority of them is, like, elegance. Elf goes with elegance. Around 1.5 kilometers, a bit more than that. 5 miles is 8 km. Hi, hun. I will say that when a character has an established look, then they get a movie or something, and they change how that person looks just for diversity, not do that being the best person for the job, that is... I want you to be very careful with that, Ganna. Hi, Miki. Witcher elves? I haven't played the Witcher game, so I don't know about this. I want you to be very careful with that, Ganna. And I'll give you an example. The Little Mermaid was always depicted as white with red hair. And then when they did the live action, they made it a black girl. And a lot of people were like, how dare they? How could they do this? She's never been black like this. How could they change this? And it's like, one, it's a retelling of the same story. This isn't like Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, they've just changed her completely. We're just changing her ethnicity to change it. This is a retelling of the same story. It has no effect on the previous stories. So it's not like they've ruined The Little Mermaid. It's not like you can't watch the old animated movie The Little Mermaid because it's ruined, it's tarnished now. 2, there has been a massive over-representation of white people in movies. You know, there's not as many showings of minority high squiggles in a lot of media. Portraying the Little Mermaid as black was just something that, like, a lot of young black girls, it was really cool for them, because, like, you can look up compilations of this. You can see videos of, like, these 5-7-year-old girls being like, she's just like me, and it was really impactful for them. And, like, that was just something that was really cool, and they don't get often. It feels weird to complain about it to me. And it's one of those things where, like, people who are against this, they will say things like, race shouldn't be that big of an issue. It shouldn't matter. Hi, Shocky. I hope you're staying cool. But it's like, if you say that, then why are you complaining about this? Also, it is very much a big issue, because it's different for people. When there's 10 things, and all of them have a white character, and then, like, of course that's gonna mean a lot to the black girl who finally gets a showing of a character like them. That's gonna mean a lot to them. It really shouldn't mean a lot to the white people who just already had 10. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, you gotta be even, it's gotta be fair. And it's like, yeah, start making it even and fair. But any movement, any forced movement toward making it even and fair, they complain about not being even and fair. I feel like I'm wording this so poorly, but I think I'm getting my point across. Well, that's why the 5 miles seemed like it took too long for me. It was miles, not km. Yes. Witcher Elves also hi. One day he'll walk for 5 kilometers. The woke mob destroyed the Little Mermaid. Dude, the people complaining about the Little Mermaid were so fucking ridiculous. I remember seeing one post that was like, how could they ruin the Little Mermaid like this? Historically, she's always been white. And, like, people had to scream at them. It's a fictional character. It's a fictional character. What do you mean historically she has to be white? These are the same people asking why there's no white people in Aladdin. You know, the Middle East. Yeah. There was a huge issue when they wanted to do a live-action Akira, and most of the cast were white. Yup. I was actually thinking of Mortal Engines. The main heroine has a massive gash on her face. Ugly as sin. It's a large plot point. But for the movie...
Same way why they got... People got pissed off on the live-action Ghost in the Shell, too.
Yeah. Yeah. But for the movie, they made her pretty with a little scar. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Just an example, Comfy. Dudes will complain about shit they don't care about at all, just because they can get clout ad rev for it. Oh yeah, that's a huge point with it, Miki. People that have, like, you know, they saw The Little Mermaid 20 years ago, and have literally not thought about it since then. But then they have a problem with it, and they're like, I'm suddenly the biggest fan of The Little Mermaid! Like, those people are so annoying. The other thing... There's something very relevant to this that, like, I learned about this morning with Oku. I don't know if Oku is here. I wanted to, like, talk about it because it's so relevant, but I'm like, I shouldn't. When something is, like, clearly inappropriate to talk about, and they make a post about it just for the clout, but it's very much like, oh, I'm doing the right thing and being a good person about this, but they are just posting it on social media for the clout. Holy. Awkwafina ruined the movie for me, to be honest. I can understand what people think on the present and not the past. And now they remove Captain Gontu in the live-action Lilo and Stitch. That one to me sounds like a CGI issue. That's still like, what the fuck? How do you remove Captain Gontu? Huh? The live-action Akira is still in long-term production. Leonardo DiCaprio is the producer. 2.5. We're halfway. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be way over 5. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be at like 7. This is a long beach video. Yeah, we're at 1 hour of 2:47, so. Also, the treadmill is fucking squeaking today. Taika Waititi is the director. Kick it again? That didn't do anything. I jumped on it. Anyway, I'm just gonna see what happens with that. What's something more fun to talk about? You guys want a karma story? Percussive maintenance is my go-to. Pout. Hi, Kumi. Time to ask your parents for a new treadmill for your birthday. I already asked them for a 3rd base station. Beach bums? Can't get any more broke. I did see something about the Disney Plus version of Lilo and Stitch had to redo some scenes. Because Lilo hid in a washer? I saw a video last night. And it was this waiter at a restaurant. And this guy, I guess he was just upset with the waiter. He just gets up from his booth and starts swinging at the waiter. Like, the waiter's just there writing something down. This guy just gets up and hits him in the face and starts swinging. Unfortunately for the guy who has just assaulted this waiter takes his fucking boxing classes. And as soon as he gets distance, he fucking stances up, gets low, and he is ready to box. And this idiot assaulting him does not recognize that. And he throws a punch, and the guy fucking bombs and just BAM! And at this point, the guy's like wobbling. He's just taken such a hard hit to the face that he's like not seeing straight. But he throws another, the waiter dodges again, and just like bop bop! And the guy just fucking hits the ground. And it's like, man, you love to see a fucking asshole assaulting a waiter like that and just get dropped in seconds. And it be 100% justified. I could have gotten you that. Oh my goodness. Like a scene from old Batman, Biff Bam Punch. Dude, it's like, the waiter didn't see it coming. Like, he just like, it's almost like getting dead-armed across the face. Like, he probably felt it, but like, it wasn't a good punch, right? The moment he took that and was like, oh, we're fighting. Oh, we're fighting, buddy. He is like stanced up, and it's like, anybody that's seen any fights on the internet, not even who knows fighting, but anybody who's just seen fights knows, this guy on the right of my screen, proper stance. He knows what he's doing. This guy on the left of my screen, it's like his legs are just walking, and his top is just fucking swinging. Hi, Maru. Good job yesterday on your fucking 25-hour stream. Fucking freak. That's pretty funny. I didn't know they offered sleep aid at restaurants. Keck W. I do enjoy instant karma. Hi, Smexy Maru. Good job, Maru. I do be a freak in many ways. Maru, can we get chicken? I really like instant karma in videos. I really hate learning about instant karma that is like, it's shown in the video and then you learn the whole story and it's a whole different thing. An example of this, a couple of years ago there was a video of this woman who's just screaming at this guy in his apartment. This guy opens his apartment door, and this woman is just like, I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you! Fuck you! You're going to hell! You're a horrible person! Fuck you, man! Like, she's just screaming at him. And her boyfriend is, like, holding her back. Like, honey, come on. You can't do this. You can't do this. And the guy's like, what's the problem, bitch? What's the problem? Like, come on. Like, and this video is posted online. And it makes this woman look awful, right? Gotta head back to work. Also, hi. I hope work goes fast, non-dairy. This woman looks like a psychopath in the video. And everybody's like, you know, being like, this bitch needs to be locked up. She's crazy. Guess what the backstory of this video is? This guy had just moved into the apartment complex. And he was blasting metal music for like 20 days straight. Like max volume. But he was doing it 1 decibel under like the legal limit. So like, they kept calling the police because he's doing this at like 3 a.m. Like, this guy's doing it and then putting like soundproof headphones on to fall asleep. So everybody else can still hear it. But he can. He's sleeping like a baby. But he's keeping them up. They literally are having trouble sleeping. So she's delirious and not in her right mind in that video. And, like, obviously when she comes to his door and he starts recording it, he turns it down, so you don't hear that in the video at all. And you don't understand, like, why this girl is coming at him. Dylan, did you get knocked back in the video? Add 5 steps for that. I did, I got hit by a cannon. That guy is fucked up. Dude, he's fucking a monster. And then he has the audacity to, like, post this video making her look like the bad guy. And being like, oh, this crazy bitch was attacking my door and saying she's threatening to kill me. But then, like, you learn about how he's literally been, like, preventing her from sleeping. She has, like, a baby and a small, like, a 3-year-old child. And they're not sleeping and crying and, like... This dude's a fucking asshole. But you don't see that. In the video, you just see this woman being crazy. And this guy, you know... Such a quick-witted guy, you know, just calling her a bitch, and you learn about the backstory of that, and it's like, oh, dude. Even video stuff like that is not enough proof for things. So why did this guy do it? He's just an asshole! That's it! That's all there was to it! Mara, can we get chicken? Cutie Shonky. Mara doesn't know how to stop. You've ranked up from rookie. McDonald's. Chicken tendies. Freya, hug. 4 fingers, please. Hi, honey. I like to call them chicken titties. What the? I cannot believe Freya just called my wife honey. That is fucked up. Hey, yo, Sade. It's crazy to sleep not once but twice, and Maru is still streaming. 4 fingers chicken I ate. Hi, Maru. Thanks, Maru. Hi, Freya. Gotta head back. I don't know what you mean, scratch his neck. I can stop whenever I want. Like, Maru, you made me want to get some after that one story. I said that for Warhammer. Gotta head back. Wave. And you ended up warring your hammer. Maru is now a streamer. Elin, did you get knocked back in the video? That guy is fucked up. Did someone say hammer time? Classic sociopathic behavior, what a jerk. Have you seen all those animal rescue videos? More often than not, they're the ones that put the animal there. I've seen a few of those, yes. It's... Internet fame can be very fucking horrible to some people. I'm lucky in that I've got a little bit of fame on the internet, right? There's 46 of you here right now. That gets to my fucking head. That makes me feel real like, oh dude, I'm fucking hot shit. Thankfully, I'm a fucking idiot. And at least on a weekly basis, I get humbled. Very convincingly so. So I have yet to get to the point with, you know, thinking I can do shit like that. Hopefully I never get there. But, I have never come close to the point of I feel like I can do whatever I want. I feel like I can just, you know, gotta do anything for views. I routinely do something stupid, and lately it's fucking Cairo all the time, because he's the one I spend the most time with. And Cairo just laughing his little ass off at how stupid I've done and roasting me for it. And me just sitting there fucking stewing. Literally like, you know the McDonald's meme? With the guy just, I think it's mostly portrayed with Kobeni, where she's just splayed out and spilled all the food. Me feeling like that, as Cairo just goes, "You fucking idiot, you broke this thing we needed in Repo. You're so dumb." And I'm just like, there's nothing I can do in this situation because I have so clearly fucked up. But he is just twisting the knife and I hate this guy right now. I didn't even notice at first. That is fucked up. Elon Bias is showing he just grilled me last time. I said hi to Hunter wrong. Wait, what? I've said it multiple times. You have? Yeah, you're so famous. You guys can you guys can say hi to Huntera. I just don't want you calling them honey in front of me. That's my wife, damn it. Yeah, you're so famous. Elon is hot shiz, yes, with flies. Hey, this guy looks at the numbers. I think it's crazy to not look at the numbers, Strogdor. We have a lot of friends that they're like, you know, I just want to enjoy streaming. I just want to, you know, I just want the good mental health. I don't want to think about the view count. And I'm like, yeah, I want all that too. I also want to know what people like. I want to know if I start talking politics, if my view count halves itself, okay, we should avoid talking politics because you guys clearly don't like that. And individuals with nice cabooses. Like every time I say hi to you. You call me love. You call everyone love, but you said honey to Huntera. And get more views. Because Huntera and honey go well together and it's cute? Yeah, that's why I started doing it. And now you're stealing it! In front of me! Maybe it's my brain being half on, half off at this time. Good job, Cairo. Proud of you. Cute. Elon just wants to create drama. I do not. You're the one creating drama. Thank you, Noodle. Cairo keeping our streamers' ego in check. Good job. Get wrecked, you LOL. I'm canceling Yuli on X.com, pray. I think I've done that. Done what specifically done? I was very behind in chat and I am, oh, called Huntera honey? Google Doc is coming. Don't worry, I've been collecting evidence for a Google Doc that I'll release one day. Nah, not making the risk when they home record grills me. Easier to not. We call him honey behind you. I mean, if it's not in front of me, fine. Go ahead. Okay, stop talking about World of Warcraft. No. Nealon wonders when I'll be coming back. Well, Bish, gonna be longer now. Well, if you're gonna call my wife honey in front of me, maybe I don't even want you around, Freya. Harumph. Don't be a drama llama. Just be a cinematic llama instead. Your ears are super cute and bouncy for real. Hi, ants. Fine. By the way, hi, Kiyomi. You came in a while ago, but I think I forgot to say hi then. Yulin, that's messed up. I don't have to put up with that, Den. I don't have to put up with this fucking hot MILF that everybody thinks is so great and amazing being like, you know what, it's not enough that everybody loves me. I also have to take your wife from you. It is literally like a Jolene, 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 please don't take them from me. Fuck you, Freya. How dare you? Stop fighting over me. Just like you forgot my head pats. You forgot head pats and highs. Yulin TR, no! That's a good song, too. Hi, Kiark! Where's my raid sound? Why are the raid sounds so fucking delayed lately? Ugh. Hi. Let me grab the thing. Ugh. Hi, Kiark. Good job today. Thank you. Mwah. We're walking to a beach day. We're walking to the Eastern Kingdom's beaches right now. And Tara, when have I ever tried to take you away? You just called them honey! Freya deserves the world. And it just so happens that Hunt is your world too. Never. Kjark. I'll just steal Freya away then. Lautner wave, the Miley Cyrus version no less. Kuro was here. Good, take me away from this bullshit. We're at 3.2 miles. We're cruising. While my parents were away, I had moved the bed in this room that I don't sleep on, but I have a bed in here. I had moved it out into the main room of the basement so that I just have way more room there. And now that the bed's back in here, it feels way more claustrophobic. You know what I've called Huntera honey for the longest time? I haven't seen it in my chat. And admittedly, you both have like kind of crazy schedules. I don't know how often you two are here at the same time. I'm at 4-4. We'll charge hands at 5, methinks. Okay. I'm removing both your honey privileges for a week? What? This is bullshit. I'm doing what a, like, husband is supposed to do and fighting for my honey. This is outrageous. Why am I getting punished for what I was supposed to do? I'll just stop coming around. Oh my god. You're doing the thing where it's like, I don't want you to do this. Oh, so you hate me and don't want me around at all. No, I just don't want you to do this one thing. So you want me to die. What the fuck? That's manipulative. That's messed up, Freya. Because I'm needy and I deserve love? Oh, absolutely, and I agree with that. I just don't want you to call Huntera honey. That's my wife, damn it! Mutual destruction, I love it. How many treadmills have you been through? Okay. So take this guilt trip and chew on it? Oh, I don't give in to guilt tripping, Freya. If you're gonna be like, I'll just stop coming around, I'll be like, alright, don't get ass prints on my new door. Ganna. I have 3 treadmills. I have a Nordic Track C2300 that is very old, but it's really nice. It has good sized cup holders. It has 12 incline. Oh my goodness. Hi, Yuki. Good job with Kazan. The Nordic Track C2300 is my favorite treadmill, but it's old. It has had power issues where it just blows a surge protector. It also has had, it's also getting noisy. It's the one I'm using now. When it first started having issues, I got a Nordic Track 2000, which is less old, but it was used. It has worse cup holders. The incline only goes up to 10, and it has like weird program stuff. Hi, Sleepies. It has weird program stuff where like, you've walked 30 minutes, we're gonna turn off the treadmill, and I don't know how to deal with it yet. So I hate using the 2000, but it's more consistent and reliable than the 2300. I also have a YP00 treadmill, which is a standing treadmill. Which, if any of my treadmills break, this is a 30-pound treadmill I can pick up, wheel into the area, and use in that moment. I also have some trips coming up. I have a trip in June, where I'm going to be driving down to Arkansas, and I'm going to take that treadmill, and hopefully be able to do streams while I'm down in Arkansas visiting family. It's okay, I'll be Yulin's conscious. Don't go, Freya. Yulin internally. That's my wife, damn it, Yulin 2025. Yulin bias is so real this stream. I ship it. Wow, chat. You see this? You hear this crap? Berserking pet raid. I see you, Frey. Hi, raiders. This is bullshit. It's not bullshit to be like, that's my thing with my wife. Don't do that in front of me. This is bullshit. Yuki raid, Berserking pet raid, Yuki sweetest bean. Hi Yuki, Freya, hi dear cat, Kyra. Oh no, not the cup holders. I mean, the cup holders are important, damn it. Sleepy Zeals, and also thank you, Elon. I totally didn't bring myself to finish the last boss. Hi. Ah. What the fuck? How dare you? Hi, media. Hi, full.
Owe me a Star Wars map.
I don't. I literally don't.
Yes, you do.
That's just you saying I owe you a Star Wars map.
No, you do.
You in love?
Owe me one. You promised me one. I showed up and you didn't go there.
Good point. How do you do trips? I haven't for 2 years. For the past 670 days, I have not left this house. And I have stayed here. I have not been away from this house for more than a day. I've slept here every day of those. In June, I have a family reunion in Arkansas. And so what I'm trying to figure out the logistics for is I do a stream Friday. Immediately after that stream, I drive down to Arkansas. I participate at this wine event that the family's doing. That night, I go to a friend's, Eto, Oni's, and where Farisu are. And then is that a fucking telemarketing call? I stream that morning at Oni and Eto's house. And then after that, I head out to the family reunion on Saturday. Go back to Eto and Oni's house. Sunday, I stream at their house again, and after that, I then drive home, here in Missouri. That's what I'm thinking is the plan now.
So you finally got car privileges then?
I am finally on the car insurance. You literally scolded me over it once. And now gaslighting head pats. Uckland, Freya, hey, I found a treadmill with 18 incline. I found a treadmill with 40 incline. I don't want a treadmill with 40 incline. Touch grass? Ew, no. I've got allergies. Just give me your stream key? Hell no. Everyone watch out, he's mobile, he's motorized. Good God, 40, let's go. Come on, 40 sounds great. I know, Masu. What's the worst thing that could happen? What's the thing that I was like, you say the most of this than anybody in the lobbies that we go to, Cairo? What was that I said? Elin would fall off. Dude, with a 40 incline. Oh my god. If we ever did 40 incline, it'd be like, okay, we are only going 1/2 of a mile more. That's not going to be on stream. I know how to control myself. You most of the time know how to control yourself. Gonna need a rope. I've seen you be bad sometimes, Cairo. The only 2,699 added to Throne? Hell no. I've never said anything naughty on stream before? That's not true. Literally climbing a dang mountain at that point? Dude, 40 looks so fucking insane. The 40 angle is like fucking, it's straight up. It's literally almost half of 90. It's just 5 degrees short. It's so insane looking. Climbing. I need a drink.
Star Wars map.
Look, if I find a Star Wars map that I don't dislike, we'll walk on a Star Wars map. I just haven't found a good one. Banoi? Okay. They're stiff in this avatar. I don't know why they're so stiff, but we've got the bunny ears. Dylan? What the fuck? Mobile, please. Next April Fool's Day, let's just do Climbing Carnival for 12 hours. Honestly, that is a good Den. God, you're so fucking cute. That is a good April Fool's idea. Because it's cute with the swimsuit. Not the only thing stiff. Alright, Buster. Oh my. Speaking of driving around. Speaking of, my parents coming back. They had stories for me. So, my dad told me possibly the worst joke I've ever heard in my life. Full. I have a blonde and a redhead in my hand. Which would you rather have sex with?
What?
I have a blonde and a redhead in my hand. Which one would you rather have sex with? Alright.
Red?
Was that the best sex you've ever had? At which point you go, no, this sucks. And I go, okay, try the blonde. Hi, Danny. And you go, okay. And I go, was that the best sex you've ever had? And you go, no, this joke sucks. And then I go, okay, shake them up. At which point you do this motion. And I go, haha, was that the best sex you've ever had? My dad told that joke to me last night. And I looked at him with as much disappointment as possible. And my mom was just like covering her face, just like, he's had too much to drink. And I'm just like, my father, what is wrong with you? This is the worst joke I've ever heard. That's what I was saying. Oh my, oh no, you're cutie mark. Blonde, hello, Lamount, wow, haha. So puppy dog eyes, Elon's scornful look is puppy dog eyes. I'll show you my scornful look. I was giving him this. I was like, dude, are you fucking, like, really, bro? This is, without a doubt, the worst attempt at humor I've ever seen from you. That's not even a joke, lol. Dude, it was like, come on. To dog on my father even more. He did an oopsie on the way back. So they drove from Florida to Missouri. It was a 2-day trip. They stopped at my uncle's on the way. And then they left my uncle's super early yesterday morning and got here at like 4:30. When they left Florida, my dad packed a cooler. In the cooler, he put, an ice cold water. He put a beer. He put a LaCroix. And he put some other drink that he liked. And they get to like the halfway point, and he's like, I'm gonna bust open the cooler. And he gets his drinks out, and Mom just goes, okay, what did you get for me? And he just looked at her like, oh, I didn't get anything for you. I thought you got you got something for you. And she was like, really, dude? You packed the cooler. Did it not, there was nothing in there for me? And he was just like, yeah, I did not think about this. As he takes a drink from his whatever. And what's really bad this isn't the first time he's done this. When I was 6 years old, we went backpacking. For 3 days, we, went up a trail, had our tents and our food and our supplies on our backs, walked like 3 miles up a trail, set up camp, hang out there for 2 nights, get back the 3rd day. There's a cooler waiting for us in the car. And it's full of beers. It's full of beers for my mom and my dad. And my mom goes, "Husband, whom I love dearly, what did you put in the cooler for our 6-year-old son?" "Hi, Octomage." And Dad just goes, "Oh, I didn't." And so we had to like stop at the nearest McDonald's to get me something to drink as I was like sucking on ice cubes. And so he has done this twice in his life now, and it's like, bro, please. I love him dearly. And I think he's one of the smartest guys I know. But sometimes it feels like he operates at 100% efficiency with his brain. And sometimes it feels like he operates at 10%. Classic, he done goofed. Bro, just give her one of your drinks then? Oh, I don't think she wanted any of them. I think she was like, I don't like any of these. "Hi, Dadlin, please." I got him a 0 alky beer for him. Beer, obviously, drink up sport. 6 years old, so like 1950s. It was the 90s. Fuck you. Fuck you. We only use 10% of our brain goober. Noodles, that is actually a myth that a lot of people believe for some reason that is 100% not true. Your brain is constantly in overdrive mode. Despite being like 2% of your body weight and mass, it uses up like 20% of your energy. Your brain is like constantly in overdrive. Euland is 38 after all. Cairo is pushing this 38 thing because, what was it? I was like, I haven't been to the doctor since I was 18. He was like, 20 years. Fuck this guy. Is that an offer, Yukons? Euland, dang autocorrect. Neat. Yeah, but I have more boobs than brain by weight. Get checked, goober. That doesn't mean anything, Noodles. That has nothing to do with the conversation.
Den's fucking dead.
Good job, Den. You worked very hard. If I could get you to maybe turn or hide behind full, because there might be just a little bit of a clipping issue down there that chat didn't see because I was in the way. But you might want to go check Unity for the clipping down there. Sorgi, they didn't see anything. But good job. No, get checked at the doctor. It's probably for the best. Okay. Yeah. Good job, Den. What are we at? We're at 3.9. Good thing Ewan blocked it. I mean, so she didn't have like texture showing. It was just like, a bit of the Ken doll space down there clipping through. Finished at 8:35 km. Hell yeah. Den Pat. Yeah, parents are back. I've learned that the dog is having some bladder stones. That kind of fucking sucks. She's probably gonna need surgery. They don't know if they scheduled it in Florida. They're seeing if they can get it in Missouri, but they might have to go down to Florida for the dog surgery. They'll need to go down there for other reasons anyway. LOL, Kendall. But the dog is getting on in years and has some bladder stones. They tried giving her this new dog food that would like melt the bladder stones, but it's like it depends on the type of bladder stones. And of course, she had the type that doesn't get melted by this dog food. So she just has to go to the bathroom a lot. which sucks, but you know, it's not causing her pain as far as we know. Oh, I did see, completely unrelated to my dog, I did see a dog video on Reddit this morning. So, it's like a junkyard that has like 20 or 30 dogs in it, right? And this video starts with 2 dogs fighting. They're not biting each other, but they're getting real close and they're snarling at each other. There's a lot of teeth, there's a lot of growling, there's a lot of snarling. All the other dogs are like, oh shit, a fight's happening. And then this fucking scruffy, white looking dog, I don't even know what breed it is. It's like, not like, it's a big dog, but it's not like Great Dane size, right? And this dog, it looks like the most calm thing in the yard. He just starts rolling up like, yo, 2 dogs in my pack are fighting? Not while I'm here. And like this dog, on his way, he bumps into a Great Dane. This Great Dane immediately like shits itself and like dips its head down and gets out of the way. Like this dog is the fucking alpha. And he comes up to the 2 dogs that are fighting, and one of them fucking scrams. The other one literally just falls over on its back and is like begging for forgiveness. I've never seen a dog so recognized as like big dick in the yard. And this scruffy looking dog, he just stands over the one that's on its back. And he so gently puts his paw on the dog's throat. And then the video ends, and it's just like, holy shit! LOL, Ken doll. Damn dental amount. Okay, I see the issue. Yeah. I've never seen a dog that, like, is just the alpha. Like, people know about, you know, the alpha wolf, the alpha dog in the pack. And for a while, people were like, oh, this is the one that gets all the bitches, you want to be the alpha, and then we've kind of learned that's not the case at all. But there still is an alpha, right? I feel like I remember that being the case. There's still a dog that's recognized as the leader. And holy shit, this dog was the leader. Man, why it gotta be 33F? That is fucking cold. I only had to get that cold for like 1 or 2 weeks for my winter. And that's over. We've started heating up the past week. Shockrail, gimme. Shockrail skipped a pain day because it's too hot for her. Which, on one hand, I feel like I'm being mean. Oh, it's 33C here. I want to be the, like, accountable buddy that's like, don't find excuses to skip your workout. Stick to it. No pain, no gain. But when Shockrail was describing it, it's like, wow, that actually does sound genuinely awful. I am truly sorry for your loss. Shockrail was saying it was like, I forget how hot it was, but way too fucking hot for her. And if she works out in VR, it's like her room gets stuffy. And then she can't even just play desktop games in her room, so. Hi, Ellie. And so it's very much like, I want to be the person that's like, don't skip your routine. Stick to it. No pain, no gain. But then it's like, no, it just ruins her day. And it's like, oh, shit. Okay, understandable. The leader is the oldest male, usually the dad. The alpha shit is based on wolves from different families being forced together when they normally wouldn't. They had to sort out who the leader was? I hate heat. Good morning, gangsters. More like smelly. I'm already going to have to try and go through that pain during summer. Blah. A lard, dear girl? You ain't kidding. Oh, 4.2.
Okay. Bye, Google.
Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by.
Star Wars map.
Maybe. The more you push it, the less I want to do it. Back with carbo loading food. Ellie cutie. Healing requesting den pats for a good job. Plonk. Den is getting something else later, Noodles. Thank you.
Hey, yo.
Welcome back. She, Huh? I can talk about it, right, Den? I can talk about the thing you found. And I was like, Pog twinsies for cuddles, and you're like, yeah? No? Don't talk about that? Okay. You don't want them to know you have a massive redacted? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Den's like, you're a fucking menace. Fuck you. A redacted sign that's massive? But it has to be something that I also have. Right? It has to be twinsies. We have to be matching shock rail. I played, I went to bed at midnight last night. 2 massive redacted signs. I went to bed at midnight last night. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning. Yeah, massive redacted that hangs out the side of the redacted. I woke up at 4, and I was just playing, at first, Blade and Soul Neo. I got to level 13 in that. I made a Destroyer. I had a Summoner at 12 already, but I was like, man, why did I make a fucking Lyn character? I'm gonna play something else. So I played Destroyer. I don't know why I wasn't playing Destroyer when I played a month ago. Destroyer is just fun in Blade and Soul. Destroyer has a fucking big two-handed axe. The thing looks like it's 500 pounds. And it just bonk enemy. You literally just bonk, bonk, bonk. Then you know, do some horizontal swings to build up your TP. Once you're at 90 or 100, you spam this move that costs 30, and it's just doge, doge, doge. And it hits so fucking hard and feels so good. Destroyer's fun. I have been cruising through the levels. I have no idea how I'm gonna do the breakdown of areas for Blade and Soul. Cause like, each individual area is too short. It would be like 5 minutes. But each like major area, I don't know how big those are gonna be. I'm not even through the first one. But I've gone through like 6 or 7 of these small individual areas, so I'm like, oh shit. I don't know. I need to figure out how I'm gonna break these up. But I'll record in Blade and Soul soonish. I've just been slowly leveling it. I also don't know how many videos there are. I don't know how big the overall map is. Once I had my fill of Blade and Soul, I jumped on Season of Discovery. I don't know why I'm playing Season of Discovery, but I'm up to level 24 on my rogue. It feels so weird. I keep saying Season of Discovery is like literally classic with just crazy shit tacked on, and it feels so jerry-rigged. It feels so patchwork together. I'm playing a rogue. You really like Sod? I really want Classic Plus. I want a more clean Sod. Because right now, in Classic, you know, pulling 2 mobs is dangerous. That's like scary on a lot of classes, and that can go really bad. In Season of Discovery, I just have runes on my rogue that I can spam backstab from the front, and 3 backstabs will kill anything. I have ambush stuff that makes it cost 30 less energy and hit 70% harder, And if that crits, which I get 45% crit chance from talents on ambush, that just one-shots anything. Which is such a weird way to go through Classic, right? You play Standard Classic and it's like, okay, I'm gonna be fighting this mob for like 30 to 40 seconds. You get on Sod and you just one-shot the same mob. And it's like, what the? I want it to be more clean. I want them to redo talents for Classic Plus. I want the runes to go away and those be like a part of the talents. I want like all the classes and specs to be balanced. Like I want Ret to be viable. I want Horde to have paladins. I want the model update and the aesthetics update for Classic. Season of Discovery is cool, but it feels like gimmicky. It feels like the whole, like the monthly game mode that came out for League of Legends that goes away in like 2 or 3 months. It does not feel like it was made on its own. It just feels like they tacked assets together that they already had. You really like Sod tired. Go to bed, Trogdor. Isn't it late for you? Yeah, it's 11:30. You're probably like nodding off already. But Beach Day? Beach Day's gonna go for a lot longer. It's not like close to ending. We're at 4.5 miles, but the YouTube video itself goes on quite a bit more. We're at 147. We've got a whole another hour of walking to do. How much longer? A literal hour of walking. And then after that, I'm gonna hang out. I could perhaps use an hour of walking. 1 hour to go, I guess. I'm like stressed as fuck. Well, if you're stressed, you know, don't push yourself. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to hang out, hell yeah. You want to be in chat? Hell yeah. You want to go to bed? Hell yeah. Yeah. Man, I wish I could hang out. Hi, Proxy. I told myself if I woke up in time, I could drag the bike upstairs and ride with you. I did no such thing. That's fine. LOL, relate. I'm going to give you my phone number. Good morning, Proxy. If you expect me to call you, you can call me an hour before stream. Hell no. Hell no, Proxy. Chat. Elon doesn't want me fit. I would love for you to be fit, Proxy. Nothing makes me want to watch a stream less than somebody telling me to show up to their stream or telling me they're going live. I have a friend. Hi, Ichi. I have a friend who, I swear, she has the memory of a goldfish. Which actually, I learned recently that goldfish have fantastic memories. The whole 3-second memory thing for goldfish is complete bullshit. They'll remember stuff for months, but I have a friend who has the fucking 0 memory. And she'll like not stream for a couple months. She'll start streaming and she'll be like, "Hey, I'm live." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can see you on my left monitor." That you told me you're live and to come hang out? I'm like, "No, I don't want to." And I've told her so many times, if you tell me to show up, I don't want to show up. So don't tell me that. I get rebellious with that. And she's like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry, it won't happen again." A week later, "Hey, I'm live." And I'm like, "What is wrong with you? What happened? Who dropped you as a kid? Which parent was it?" Sorry I'm late. Hi, Zvi. I shall remove one of my fingers as punishment. Decided on the safe version of this joke. The safe version, Zvi, is that you're going to commit Sudoku. Seppuku is the disemboweling. Sudoku is the number game with the box of 9 that you have to put the numbers in. So committing Sudoku over stuff like that is like, wait, what? Huh? I'm sorry, Proxy. That's crazy. You won't call Proxy. I'll call Proxy. I'm not going to call them to, you know, be present at my stream. That I'm not comfortable with. I can't believe Yulin would do this. DMing Yulin my phone number now. I think Proxy is just trying to get Yuli's number /s. Good morning, Den Pat. I'm telling Yulin, do not come to my stream so he rebels. Dropped on my head. It's not you, Noodles. Noodles, you've never told me to show up to your stream. Like on my own head? On another me? I need a workout partner to be motivated. If you don't want to help, I get it. I expected no one to show up. Only bots. You can still bring the bike and ride now, Proxy. Yulin said they'll be walking a while more. Yulin is a brat, confirmed. But not for real, I do the same with shows. Always has been. What the heck? You only work out on your stream. This is true. Yeah, but that joke's overdone. The unsafe version was recording a tribute vid as punishment. Okay, hang on. I'm doing a bit from Bad Santa. I'll work out with you, Proxy. To get VR set up and the bike up here. That's over half the time he just said. I've seen bits and pieces of Bad Santa. That's a crazy movie. My fucking left eye is twitching, and I don't know why. It's like hard to keep it open. I just want to like keep it shut. Set up now for the next time. No time but the present. Proxy, my parents got back yesterday. And I'd just been keeping things outside of my room for space, so my room was like super nice and open. But now that they're back, I can't just be taking over their basement. So like the bed was the big one. The bed is back in my room. And I'm like, man, I fucking hate having this room feel claustrophobic again. I get that when I'm tired. VR. Really, both your eyes are twitching given you're actively on Twitch? No, just the left one. Like, bringing the bike up is just walking it upstairs? I don't know. Max level in Season of Discovery is 60. I think they stopped increasing the level that you go to. I would love... I was talking about Classic Plus. I would love Classic Plus with updated graphics and models, updated talent trees and class balance, updated systems like Transmog. Oh my god, give me Transmog in Classic and I'll be happy. Just bringing the treadmill was just walking it upstairs. Gotta start somewhere. I don't know. I love all the polish of retail. I just fucking hate Mythic Plus and how required it is for the things I like to do. Transmog is fun. Dude, I hate the fucking clown suits of Classic WoW. Right now, my troll has like brown shoes, bright blue pants, green shirt, black cloak, gray shoulders, brown gloves, no helmet, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Does it not have wheels? I assume that's Proxy's bike. I would assume it does, it's just getting it upstairs. Can't make it walk if it doesn't want to. Oh my goodness. What more of this walk is there? There's South Shore. I think we go through Tirisfal Glades. And that's a pretty short section. And then we have a big section of the Isle of Quel'Danas. I'm pretty sure that's like 40 minutes, and that's where this video ends. Had a full blue fur-based outfit for my retail druid. Looked hella cool. I need a drink. I need a drink. Oh god, I have to do some house maintenance with my dad today. So we have this porch in the backyard. And the roof of it has these, they're like really thin, like, plywood boards. It looks like, you know what a hardwood floor looks like? It looks like a hardwood ceiling. But these boards have started peeling off. And they're notched in a way that they hold each other up. And one came down. So then a second came down. And we have to go put these two boards back up and kind of like retighten all the boards around them. And I'm just like, ah, this is gonna suck. And so today we're gonna walk. We're gonna nap. I'm gonna wake up at like 4. Then my dad and I are gonna do the house maintenance. And then I get to eat at 6. And then I'm like kind of free after that. After dinner and the boards, I'll have, you know, time to do whatever. Which I will probably play Blade and Soul. Maybe... you know what? No. Before Blade and Soul, I'm gonna edit Blue Twitch stuff. I have stuff on my phone, but I haven't uploaded it yet. And then yeah, Blade and Soul. That's my plan for today. That's what I'll be doing today. A cup holder. I know there's a mod for updated graphics on Turtle WoW. Might also be available for paid classic. Turtle also has transmog and updated the classes themselves. Definitely not trying to rope people in, so I have reasons to play again. And the group I'm in have enough people. I actually fill out a guild charter. I think Turtle WoW is really fucking cool. I don't want to play private servers. I just have zero interest in private servers. Sounds sus. Saw you all had some weather. Yeah, we had a really nasty tornado like 2 days ago. Other than that, we've just been getting a lot of rain.
I heard that St. Louis got hit by, what, EF3?
Yeah, I missed the St. Louis one. The one I saw was the really quick touchdown tornado that I think killed 17. No, 17 people was in Kentucky. I don't know if it killed anybody in Missouri. So you're saying you let the house fall apart?
There was the EF4 in southern Illinois, too.
No, I did not let the house fall apart while they were gone. It's a 2-person fix. And so it was either pay some contractor to come out and fix it, or I do it with my dad when he gets back. The moment it happened, I told him, I was like, hey, the boards are falling down. And he's like, cool, we'll fix it when we get back. We had a little bitty bit of weather yesterday, just like a tornado. Made of lightning, nothing major. Made of lightning. Well, no, it's perfectly fine holding guild charter behind back. You want to pick me up from proxies? No. Why? One version of WoW is enough for me, haha. I'm dumb. I saw that you DC'd Haxie. I assume that was a crash. I wait for 24 hours now. 14 of those hours I was working. I haven't eaten. 4 monsters today already. Haxie, go eat! Now I got super lightheaded. Oh, okay. Pick up your child, SMH? No. I don't think I'm going to, Cairo. Same, just already given Blizz too much money into, in my opinion, personality. Personality? Same, just already given Blizz too much money, in my opinion, personally. I did 4 miles. That's good. So how long have your parents been gone? Sounds like months for the house to be falling apart. So the house itself is like 30 or 50, no, it's 50 years old. The guy who built it initially did a lot of do-it-yourself projects. So initially, it had stairs to the basement, And then he like expanded the basement and, you know, tore down the stairs. And then he just built his own stairs. And so like 2 years ago when we were renovating it, they were looking at the stairs and they were like, whoa, hang on, what the fuck is with these stairs? My dad was like, I don't know, the previous owners, they put them in. And the contractors were like, put them in or fucking stapled them together himself? You cannot have these stairs. These are not to code. And we're like, oh shit. The guy just did a ton of shit like that. So the boards in the balcony, they're again 50 years old. And they were falling apart a year ago. You know, a few of them popped down and my dad and I had to staple them back up. And then while they were gone, my parents were gone for 10 weeks. Hi, Riddle. My parents were gone for 10 weeks, and like 5 weeks in, one of the boards fell down. Go eat, I know that exact feeling. I used the tokens. Also 5 miles. You had one BlizzCon trip to that, and it's like, how much money do I really want to hand them? It's... You haven't been just donating money to them. You've been paying for a service, right? You've been using that service for all the time you've been paying for it. And so, you know, when you look at the bill of like, holy shit, $5,000 have gone through my account toward Blizzard? What the heck? But, you know, over 20 years, that's kind of like, I don't want to say a level of quality, because it's fucking Blizzard we're talking about. But in each moment, you've deemed that worth, and like, I don't know. To me, the, you know, how much money do I want to give them is too negative. It's fair, because it's fucking Blizzard. But, just laying time. Oh, fun, you got a lemon. Hi, my bunny Elin. Spank cheeks and pat tail. What the? Hi, chat. Visions of Grover House. Dark Soul board falling on your head. 2 more miles to go. I don't think it'll be a full 2 miles, but... Hi, Micaiah. I mean, True. Hi, Trogdor. What did I get out of it? Some unforgettable fun. You don't want to know the number I've spent on gacha in the past 3 years? Hey, Haxie? That's your money? You deemed it worth it? I'm not gonna judge people for their hobbies. Unless their hobbies are like... buying rocks to throw at cars on the freeway. I think it's fine. Stop supporting big companies, Zealand? Okay, buddy. Hi, Haxie Wave. Yeah, but I figured to cancel my sub for like 4 to 6 months while knowing I wouldn't play. Twice? I am dumb. I don't ever get a gym membership, lol. Yeah, but it's a nice car worth. See? That's worth. There's been a lot of money that goes through my account to Blizzard. I have definitely done the thing with Final Fantasy where I'm paying a sub and then I don't pay for 3 months. I'm like, I gotta fucking cancel this shit. I have purchased a lot of skins in League of Legends. I have like at least 1 skin for like 40 different champions in League. A lot of that has been deals. A lot of that has been the chest system, but you know, I've just put a lot of RP into my account. I'm gonna send you a video of the most well-known do-it-yourself house nightmare. Is it the one treehouse looking one, Micaiah? That's like, the guy literally made it with 2x4s and it looks like just any part of it could just snap off? I wanna see this. What the? What the? Oh, I see. Oh god, not that house. No, it's called Grover House and it's something. I opened up Discord to see the message from Micaiah. And, you know, they were the most recent person in my messages. But I'm in streamer mode, so I can't see their profile pic. Maybe they changed it, but I see, you know, the M dot dot dot. And then, you know, what's actually from them is a very thirsty meme, and I'm like, what the? That doesn't seem like something Micaiah... That's not Micaiah. That's not Micaiah. Oh, I'm in my kitchen making lunch right now. Somebody else with an M as their first letter sent me an extremely thirsty meme, and I'm like, that doesn't seem like something Micaiah would send me. Oh, it's literally not Micaiah. I'm just in stream mode, and I can just see people by M dot dot dot. Y dot dot dot. Oh, I come back and Riddle's here, yippee. What a nice car. I want a reliable car. You know, it looks like Cybertruck look. Like a Cybertruck not being a Cybertruck. I want a car that has some luxuries. I would like seat warmers. I would like air conditioning. Other than that, if it gets me point A to point B and has good mileage, that's all I need in a car. And with how little I drive, shit, I'd probably see if I could get away with a golf cart. I thought I was bad when I spent 500 total on League over the years. Then I heard a friend of a friend owns literally every skin. I have two friends. One of them was actually in chat earlier, who had, at one point, every skin in the game. Now, it gets to a point where, when you only have a few things left, you play enough and unlock chests, and you just get everything that comes out. It's very much like, once you have 90-95% of the things, it's real easy to get the rest of it. 40% high noodles bowl. Oh god, not that house. Oh god, high ants. I'm in my kitchen. Woof woof. That's for lunch. What's for lunch, Micaiah? Toaster, scrambles, orange juice, coffee, bark. That's cowardice, Riddle. Flaws gives the car character. Personality. Now, excuse me, I look for a kit to add fuel gauge to my Travit instead of using the stick. Almost put the sugar in my orange juice. Yummers. I've heard of people like that, and wow, no, that's too much. Not gonna lie, I got an electric scooter and they are pretty great. An electric scooter wouldn't help me with groceries. So like, while it sounds great, I need something that can move groceries. Yes, you know, if you don't need to go all that far, you should consider an e-bike. I just need enough space for groceries. Nice. And an e-bike might be able to. Man, I also want a small car to go to work. I hate traffic. I hate paying government to check my car every 2 years. Hi, Riddle. Fun fact. Japanese cars, no Nissans, and you should be good. Hi, Leon. OJ has a chain of chemicals in it that helps you with depression. It's something in its vitamin D specifically. Tearsfall Glades. We're in Tearsfall Glades. After this, we've got the Isle of Quel'Danas. Then we're done. Sounds like you need a pseudocar / sarcasm. You can get pannier bags, cargo racks, strap downs, or even a cargo trailer. You get a hitch. I could see an e-bike with the sidecar. The sidecar that's like, you know, puts all the groceries in. Yay, beach day. Presents me with horrors beyond comprehension. You think Tearsfall Glades is horrors beyond comprehension? You'll need a modify off-road electric buggy. Also hi Vi. We're at 5.4 miles. I'm tired. I've been up since 4 a.m. and I'm like, man, I'm ready to go to bed. At least Plaguelands doesn't have beachers. Oh, beaches? Yeah. I remember being scared of the Plaguelands as a kid. I remember, you know, playing when I was 14 and being like, God, I want to skip this zone. Hi, Motoshiro. Hi, Itorio. Why not just attach an autonomous drone to it instead? Because there's a lot of, like, aviation laws that prevent you from flying drones. And so, having a drone to, like, go pick up groceries and stuff, I mean, they're just not gonna let you do that with drones. Also, I'd be fucking terrified of crashing a drone. It could carry your grocery following you? That doesn't sound too bad. I wouldn't want it to, like, be hampered by weather. Like, if it's raining, I don't want to be like, oh, I can't use the fucking drone, right? The sidecar just sounds way fucking easier than a drone. The sidecar is gonna require way less maintenance, right? Like a drone, I feel like it'd be really easy for something to go wrong with that. Is that drone gonna be working just as good after like 3 years? The sidecar is going to. The sidecar, the technology is wheel. The sidecar just sounds way more reliable. The drone sounds cooler. The sidecar sounds way easier. Eland already has strap downs. Playlands is so cool. I don't mind it now. I was kind of scared of it as a kid. Tell me about being tired. I've been moving 4.55 tons of small rocks for the garden. Holy, that's too much. I forget the name, but I love the dark woods outside Goldshire. Duskwood. Farisu really wants me to record that one. She wants to be in it when I record it. They could carry your grocery following you like a rover. Man, I love Gloomy Place. I'll go full gremlin troglodyte in these zones. Also, battery life is like 30 seconds under heavy load. Hi, Mato. Nice drone. Get hacked, rip your grocery. Okay, but at the same time, Mato, imagine hacking a drone for the groceries, right? Like, you're hacking a $200 to $1,000 drone to get the $30 groceries? Not always guaranteed for a sidecar. What do you mean it's not guaranteed? The motorcycle sidecar? That's like easy. You can't go wrong with that. I love sidecars as a concept, but they have a lot of unexpected problems. Take the Ural motorcycle, for example. Go to get a cool car-based trike. Drone be like noise pollution. What is that? That's what is good. Pick one. Can't fly drone in storm. 2. Get Eland wet back home with groceries. You know what's whack? You can skin Worgans. Some makers cheap out. Yeah, I suppose so. Here we go. Last section. How big is this section? 13 to 47. 34 minutes. Oh boy. We're gonna be 6.8, 6.9 miles. We're at 5.5 now. Speaking of drones, sun angrily hiss. You know those dog-like ones? Yeah. Uh, 6.9 miles, let's go. I think it's gonna be short of 6.9. I don't think it lands right there. The Chinese government used them, guess what? The Chinese government has used them a few times. I remember during COVID, they were putting loudspeakers on them and having them patrol the streets, telling everybody to stay inside and what time they were allowed to get food. I know the dystopian thing that people are afraid of is when they start putting guns on those dogs, which a few governments have already started testing with their military. Yeah, with the duct tape was cute as fuck. I think they're cute. I am a little worried about the government using them with guns. That's something that's like, oh, I don't like thinking about that. That sounds really dystopian and, Itori, long time no see. Gun on drone, grab shovel. Yeah, good luck fighting a drone with a gun with a shovel. The worst part of the cyberpunk future. with none of the cool stuff. But it's going to be so cool to see in the new pod. Hi, fishy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Sis Eldon. Here comes the Chinese government pressing its people with drones. You seen this cute doggy with the duct tape speaker telling everyone to be safe? Spacefish hug, hug. You're gonna scroll Twitter or TikTok. You're gonna see a video of like, 5 gun drone dogs patrolling the streets in China. You're gonna go to the next TikTok, and it's gonna show the US military with 3 lines of 5 dogs, where the front line stands up and shoots, then it crouches down, then the middle line stands up and shoots, then they crouch down, and the back line shoots, and they reload and sync with each other with like choo 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 choo, like the old like rifleman lines. And then you're gonna see a video from Japan of somebody who's dressed up their drone dog like a fluffy Growlithe, and it's running around with them while they're cosplaying Pikachu, or while they're cosplaying Ash Ketchum. That's the future we're headed toward. Hi, mommy, lovely, sexy space fish. Hi, sis. Pat, hi, Lojak, Huntera, doll, the riddle. Hey, there was that person at a Viking reenactment who took a drone out with, I think, a javelin. I do remember that. I'd be fucking pissed if I was that the drone operator. It'd be like, dude, what the fuck? You just saw my $500 drone and broke it. Who are you hugging anyway? In the emo? That's Corvu. Hi, Huntera. Well, they learned revolutionary Napoleonic era military tactic. I'm telling you, Ewan. A shovel take them all. They had specifically asked him not to beforehand. Dude, I'd be like, charging him. Oh, not to fly or record them? Oh, okay. That's still like, I don't know if that justifies throwing it down. It depends on like, if the official event organizers are like, no drones, then it's like, well, I mean, fuck you. If this is just like one guy who's like, don't record, and he's like, dude, it's a free space, I can record here if I want to. Yeah, I could see him, you know, suing for damages. What the fuck is happening to that elemental? I missed it. It was probably a golem. I don't think there's any elementals here. These things, this is a golem. They're just running around. To be honest, the next gen of autonomous dog-based drones are scary good. Apart from having a hard time with rocky water rapids, those things move as fast as real hunting dogs. Yeah. I just want to record with green-blue hair. I will not break the drone. I will take the drone away and use it. She did a rebrand a couple years ago, Trogdor. The old Corvu is Green Hair Cat, which she still uses for her roleplay groups. Her new OC is a Caramel Crow that is with brown hair. Looks like the one in that emote. Do I have... Can I use some emotes easily? And then I click this. I scroll down. Where are my core emotes? There we go.
Would that mean you also have auxiliary emotes too?
What are auxiliary emotes?
That joke flew over your head.
It very much did.
Like core auxiliary?
Okay.
Like core CORE?
Okay. Old core, nude core. Hi, Nomad. Bunny suit outfit? We have the bunny ears, This is our beach day outfit. We will at some point have a bunny outfit on stream. And I'm probably going to be doing a lot more avatar work in the next 5 months. Because, well, it's a lot harder to do blue Twitch content now. Wait, I don't get how you are walking and no one is attacking you? I am a rogue, Gana. Anytime I record in these games, I do everything I can with the game systems to, like, not be attacked. So if I'm recording in WoW, I'm playing a rogue in stealth. In Star Wars The Old Republic, I'm playing an operative and stealth. In Final Fantasy XIV, I'm playing a botanist and sneaking, and I have an add-on that hides the sneak orbs. In BDO and Guild Wars 2, I'm just walking down the road and I get attacked all the time. I'll not break the drone. Oh, Golem Elemental Potato, Sweet Potato. What I don't get is how you're walking, no one's attacking you. It's me. Look at this guy trying to make it about himself again. Holy. Not elemental, just Golem, it's basically magic tech. Been years since I've seen one of their streams, that's new to me. They stream... It's very late for me. And admittedly, Trogdor, they're on a roleplay kick right now, so... it's hard for me to watch them, because I just don't get anything from roleplay streams. But they're having a lot of fun with it. I think it was the group organization asked him not to. But it's an old story at this point, could easily be misremembering. Aforementioned, bunny suit outfit. Bunny suit outfit. Boop. Bunny suit exciting. But are elemental also magical? Kind of? Nope. The elemental... So elementals are definitely magical, right? And elemental's like a fire elemental from the realm of fire. But like a golem would be like a bunch of rocks shaped into a dude, and then a magic core powering it. Nope, Pixel hi. Someone we know used to have me in a hug emote, but that got changed quick. Is it the one we talked about, Haxie? The person we talked about recently, I saw them recently. I did not know they were still around, then I saw them in another stream and I was like, what the fuck? Ugh. Or changed OCs? Do they not say Nya at the end anymore? They do when role-playing as Hoshi, the green-haired cat. But, typically, they don't say Nya at the end of their sentences. Huh? I thought you RP walking. Didn't know rogues got so fast in stealth. I am RP walking. I'm just also stealth. Never played one before. No, if I didn't turn on the RP walk, I'd be fucking hauling in stealth. Rogues move fucking fast in stealth now. But I have the RP walk button pressed, and I'm stealth. Hi cutie, hi Cumi. People still RP in VR? Oh, a lot of people do, Trogdor. There's multiple RP groups. There's Neon Divide, Ascension Academy, Aether. There's a bunch more I don't even know about. I know, Mad, yeah. Then there's things like Clockwork Golems, Magic Optional.
The issue, though, is a lot of people from those groups don't like each other.
Yeah.
There's so much drama.
Just a rock pretending to be a dude, pretending to be a person. Yeah, the popular one is fading somehow, not sure why. I don't actually know which ones are popular and which aren't. My close friend Corvu, one of my closest friends, she has been part of Ascension Academy for years. And she has recently started role-playing in Aether as well. Neon Divide, I had a lot of friends RPing there, and some of them stopped. I think a few of them still do. I think Gigabits is still there. I think, I think True might RP there? I think Gigabits does. Oh shit, there's also Sachi in the Purple Lounge RP. There's a lot of RP in VR chat. The Yulin would never RP. Purple Lotus? Okay.
Oh, I haven't seen Purple Lotus in a long, long time.
No, I think there's Purple Lotus and there's Purple Lounge. I could have sworn it was Lounge in the name. No, maybe it is Purple Lotus. I'm gonna assume it's Purple Lotus. True, does Eden Lost too? Oh my goodness. Yeah, the popular one is fading. Still waiting for a game that we all can play together. If I remember right, I have 3 friends there. True, does Eden Lost too? With me, Trogdor. I think roleplay is undeniably fun. Nerdy, but very, very fun. I've only ever had fun doing RP when I started. I'm somebody who, like, I get very excited, I get very hyped up for roleplay. The moment I start doing it, my interest in it fades really fast. So, session 1, I'm like top of the world. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I'm so excited to be there and, like, I'm just having the time of my life. Session 2, I'm having a good time. I'm alright. Not as much as the first time, but, you know, we're still having fun. Session 3, I'm looking at a clock and going, how much longer do I have to be here? I'd rather be doing other things. It just fades really fast. Which people will tell me, okay, do one-shots. And I'm like, well, who the fuck cares about one-shots? They're not as exciting as, you know, a big long campaign that you plan for. So, nobody cares about one-shots. They're not as cool as, you know, a big long campaign. And it's like, but you get bored if you do more than one session. Uh-huh. So do one session. No, those are lame. Those are boring. Those aren't as cool. It is very much a, like, my brain is just fighting me on this one, and it doesn't make sense. It's not logical. I just accept it and don't RP. Oogle? What the fuck, Moogle? Sounds like me with D&D. You know, I might have to head to bed. I'm so cold. No! Okay. Sleep well. Good job on the outfit. You look super cute. Hi, Mizuki. Oh, look, it's the person we're talking about. Hi, Core. So Yuland is tired after one shot. Den is dead. Hi. Brat confirmed. Fancy streamer Yuland. Also, thank you again, Matthews. 20 months. So do you. I mean, there's a community of one-shotters that do care. Maybe a little too much. Okay. Boy Core. Core. Somebody was saying they thought you were still a green cat. And it was like, no, they're a crow now. Wow, Core. Scraw. We're at 6.2 miles. Are we on the bottom half? Have we gone halfway through the aisle yet? I'm a R. I am Crow. I play Green Cat. I'll be real, I love this zone. I like this zone. I did a lot of dailies on multiple characters here. Holy shit, I also just remembered some of the friends I was talking to. And I remember, God. I just had, like, a bunch of memories just assault me. And they're weird memories. And, like, they're things I haven't thought about for, like, 15 years. I remember playing here. And being in a guild. And I remember being really flirty with this one chick. And, she was super degenerate. Bad influence. Cool girl. I remember at one point, and this was before I was like, you know, openly degenerate, openly bi. She was like, I want to see my boyfriend fuck you. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, I want to watch him have his way with you. And I'm in the chair getting jealous. And then when you're done and, like, passed out, I get to have my turn. And I'm just like, You know, me being like 15 at the time. What? Just completely not ready for that. Hi, Lobner. I mean, crow are a type of cat. I don't think they are, Riddle. Cat's better than all. I really like the dungeon. It was really fun. LOL. This zone is too sunny. Light go in my boots everywhere. Wave. Oh, this place. You flirty? No way. Elin flirting? What? Raffle kinky? What? I hope that girl's doing well. And you're game for that? Now? Hell yeah. Back then? Oh boy, I don't think I could. Exposure to the cuck chair long before you were mentally prepared. Yeah? Yeah. I did, you know, I'd completely forgotten about that. That was my first time learning about what cucking was. I didn't even know what the word cucking was back then. I mean, Spacefish did post that female fish love male fish that do that. Euland is real. Euland TR is real. Advanced degeneracy. What I thought my first time was like 6 years ago when I started being really openly degenerate. When I started really being open about it with people. I was in a Twitch chat and I was being like a sex pest. I was basically being horny, posting everything back then. And you know, if people told me to tone it down, I would. And some people just encouraged it. And I really liked the streams where they encouraged it. And there was one streamer who he encouraged it, his chat loved it. And after like a month of hanging out there, he messaged me and he's like, Euland, I have a proposition for you. And I was like, yeah man, what's up? And he's like, this is embarrassing, but my girlfriend has been, you know, helping me embrace this side of me. I'm into cucking. I need you to be a bull, destroy my girlfriend, and then I get to clean up the mess and have sex with her after. And I was just like, time out, buddy, hang on. What? That was what I thought was my first experience with this. What's wild is how straightforward that is, right? You know what's even better, Core? You know the person. You know who said it to me. You just don't know who it was that said it. But you know them. What? I had to explain to them, like, hey, you know, a three-way? I'm not against. Oh, I need to watch that later, Micaiah. I'm not necessarily against. This situation, I'm not necessarily against. But, calling me a bull? Nah, hang on. That ain't me, Chief. The last thing I sent Core was this comic of a girl and a guy in class. And she has a crystal ball. And she's like, I'm reading your future. If you go to, the back of the school, it'll be raining. And if you forget your umbrella and wait there, the love of your life will share an umbrella with you. And he's like, wow, okay. And so then it's her, like, rushing there with an umbrella because she's trying to set herself up. And she gets there and he's already talking to a girl sharing an umbrella with him. There, Core. That's the name. What do you think about that? Ewan face dizzy. Oddly, I would be fine with this in some cases. Okay, then puts on a pair of steer horns and gores the girlfriend, tosses them over a 6-foot fence. Core's just like, I guess? Elinda Bull is peak humor. There's something about Elin that makes people want to be cucked. I nearly spat out my drink. LOL. Invite Yulin and the girl or guy. Put Yulin in the corner, only to look. Yeah, no, I'm leaving. If I don't get to participate, you two have fun. I'm fucking out of here. I Nenalai. Is it advanced cucking if you want a beta to do it? I don't know. Damn. Everyone needs eye candy. The level of advanced if you ask a terminal bottom to do it? Aya. Oh god. Tie Yulin up in the chair. If you tie me up in the chair and make me watch you have sex, I'm pressing charges. We're not friends anymore. You're banned from everything in my life. That's like, what the fuck? Uh-huh. Don't laugh at that. That'd be a fucking actual crime. Imagine the smell. Why is Logitech so very cute? Personality, effort, dedication, discipline. Hold on. Oh, they're over there. Fine. Puts away rope. I'm not against bondage. I just have to be involved. Making me just watch while tied up is an absolute hell no. Fuck you. Like those Romans that invite people to eating party, but the people need to pay if they want to eat. Yulin needs to get on the action. Yes. I mean, it would be nice time to take a nap. Man, this is some whack shit I didn't expect to be listening to. Or play Destiny 2. I have told friends, if we're cuddling, and you two get horny and I'm fucking out cold, you know, I'm not against you two ERPing there. I'm not against, like, sleeping there while two people go at it. I don't know if they took me up on it, but I have had that conversation. If I'm already asleep, I don't care. I'll sleep through anything. I've slept through earthquakes, so. Just do a dare. Tie them up and do the deed in front. No crimes being tied up for a while was consented. Ayo, pillow princess? I guess you'd never know. Bro is in the cuck dream. What about if you're asleep and the action comes to you? Again, I'm not against it. If I wake up, I don't know. It better start involving me then. If I wake up, then it's oh, Yulin, can you go back to sleep? Or, you know, just turn away? I'm gonna be like, alright, fuck you! Pillow princess, pretty much. You know, is this what you talk about every day now? Not every day. We talk about stuff like this a lot. We also talk about, you know, World of Warcraft, and I was playing Blade and Soul this morning, so I talked about that a bit. I also talked about my parents getting back. My parents got back yesterday, Core. And so I've been talking about that a lot. I've woken up in a world I didn't fall asleep in, with someone trying to do things was weird. You've entered a darkness zone. Isn't it also called Yobai? I don't know. Wait, so Haxie, like, somebody put a collar on you, set down a portal, dragged you into the portal, followed you, and then was doing weird stuff there? Basically, yeah. I've told 2 friends. Holy fucking yikes. I'm pressing charges at that point. I have told specific people they can get off to me while I'm sleeping. That I don't care. If it's in like a room, like if we're in the group cuddle session after a walk, you know, be fucking cool, read the room. But there's a few people I've been one-on-one with where I'm like, if I'm asleep and you're ready, fucking go for it. Have fun. Illness, very specific details you seem to get right. Wait a minute. Sleeping princess now, that's quite the kink. This is why I have point-and-click portals now. I mean, it's hard not to talk about such things with that prompt on screen. Gestures with both hands at Yulin's butt. You can get dragged to other worlds without going there. It requires the world to have leashes, but yes. I had Wandering Wolf pick me up in Festival Plaza to shove me through a portal to a new version of the instance, and then he put me back where I was sleeping. How do you sleep in a headset? At least the ones I've seen do not look comfortable to sleep in. The biggest thing that makes them comfortable, Ghana, is having a really, like, fluffy pillow that it sinks into. You don't want something hard that the headset is, like, pushing up against. You want it to be, like, enveloping your head. So it's not, like, just the contact points of the headset. That's the biggest thing for me for sleeping in VR. So having just a real squishy pillow is what helps me. I don't think Haxie said anything about portals or collars. They did Corvu. Specifically because they were in a world that somebody had to use a collar to bring them into. That's just how you would do it. I think I saw an AI ad. Ugh, hi small fiber. That's just funny, Cairo. Why use leash? Just grab you by the hair softly. I cannot confirm nor deny. Maybe big screen VR or some small headset too. Maybe I missed a message then? Interesting. Well, so Core, they said they woke up in a world they didn't fall asleep in with somebody being weird. How would Haxie get to that world while asleep? The first thing I think of is they were in a Wispy Woo map. Those have fucking collars. Somebody put the collar on them, set down a portal, and then dragged them into it, right? That's the first thing I can think of to getting somebody into a world without them, like, clicking on anything. Oh, I completely misread the message. Oh, yeah, okay. Interesting. I fall asleep in Artie Glitch World? This rock right here, we're like a minute away. Artsy Glitch? I really like their world taxi. They never, and I mean they fucking never, put a couch or a bench or something to sit on with a cool background. They always put couches against a wall, looking at a cool window, and I'm like, please, give me the cool background. Doing stuff to someone sleeping who didn't consent is already wild. Kidnapping them first is crazy. Agreed and agreed. Do you imagine putting a collar on a sleep person and just dragging them? People have done that to me, Small Fiber. I woke up one time from a nap and I was fucking hanging from the ceiling like the fucking hangman's noose. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And they're like, haha, I thought it'd be funny. And it was like, no! Could have been one of those worlds you can pick people up in. Didn't have to be a kinky collar world. I think collars are a lot more common than picking people up, though, Vi. From the window to the wall, Lamau. I'm gonna make Beef add mute objects to basement. Hang on. Jeez. Well, don't most people want to look at things? Instead of things being behind them? So you can silence the sleepers. Well, I suppose it is VR chat. What the heck? Haptics, this is what they were made for. You motherfuckers sound like a chainsaw convention the other night. The back corners, the sleeping corners, sorry. I accidentally put collars on you 3 times in one night somehow. There was like a night 2 or 3 times ago. 2 or 3 nights ago. Where, I woke up and it was Gran and I. And there was like a collar next to them, so I moved it. And then there was just another collar right there. I was like, what the? Gran's like, sorry, I've been accidentally grabbing every collar in the map. Could hear it across the whole basement. Oh my god, we actually did hit almost exactly 6.9. We're at 6.86. And we're gonna end at this rock here. That shouldn't be a whole minute. That shouldn't be longer than a minute. Hi, Grianne. Damn, so close. Not 6.69? It's 6.87 right now. So it's going to be 6.9 something when we finish. Why are callers so common in VR chat? Cause the prefab is very readily available. And, you know, it's something that people fucking like in this game. I'm gonna work on making a comfy world. I just love callers. We finally out of the sun, fuck yeah. Knuckle dragging to the shade. Perverts. 6.99. It's 6.9 exactly right now. We need it to end before 6.95, because at that point it rolls over to 7. But I think it's gonna end in like just a few seconds. We're gonna end like at this wall here. Yes, I'm sure, Twitch. That's not even a bad one to just say perverts. That's weird that they tried to stop that. I'm ready to stop. I'm ready to be done walking. Look, I'm not complaining. I'm just interested to know the reason. I fixed the Velcro. I fixed the Velcro on the trackers, everybody. I bought these little Velcro strips. I did the sewing. I now have strong Velcro on my trackers. Good job today. Thank you. I come here. The camera is right on Logitech's arm. Thank you. And then that. Where am I in my room? Here. Hey, come on. Well, no, I want to go. Right. No. Right here. How are the weight goals? We hit the weight goals ages. We hit them like a year ago. We got to 135, and then I stopped counting calories. I was just managing my weight, and I wasn't managing it as closely as I should have been, and I went up to 150. I have since started counting calories again. I'm about 143, which is honestly fine. If I hovered at 143, I'd be totally fine. I would like to be 130. That'd be ideal, but what I'm at is totally fine. Perverts I like to call sexually maladapted tentacles. What of you? I was close to bite Logitech arm. Why would you bite Logitech? What the heck? Trying to lose this small belly at the front. You guys, wait there. I'm gonna go behind this rock over here. Okay. Now I can flip my... Oh. Flip my feet around. Now time for all the yawning. Not wrong. Oh my god, I'm tired. No, come back. I'm coming back. I just need to flip my ankles around. Look, play with Haxie, okay? Jingling keys. There's jingling keys, Riddle. Keys? I want to see you, dang. Aw, so cute. She's like, what did I do? What did I even do?
Come on.
Scooch. I love you. Oh, I want to see you, dang Keys. Keys, also cute. Ellie it's Ellie, right? That was Ellie. Want to know why you can do with those keys? Want to know what you can do with those keys? Now, hang on. Why are my legs are just bending. What the hell is even that? That's better. Okay. Fixed our trackers. We're in the right outfit. We need to update our title. Day 669. Oh wow, we did 6.9 on day 669. That's actually incredible. Miles. Now we rest. Done. Then I close this. Bring up this. Put it over here. I look at channels over here. 2 of the people I was lurking in this morning rated me. I have 2 channels of myself. Well, that was a long walk. I don't blame them for bending. Okay. Wahoo. Oh my god, Haxie. Wahoo. You may please pet the tail? Okay, fine. I keep feeling something weird with my back strap, and then I like... Really? And then I like go to fix it and there's nothing there. Those are fixed. Where are we going? We have a beach map that we can like... Beaches. I want to add this beach. I really do, but the music is fucked here. Add to favorite beach. I'm adding it. We'll go here. Friends. Drop port. Portal. What is that emote? Tail grab? You have a tail grab? Lahix has a tail grab emote? Huh. Nick, you need to go fucking sub to Lahix so you can use that everywhere. That's like your favorite thing. Oh yeah, 10k bit reward? Get on it. On it. Move this here. I'm gonna chug water. I'm gonna sit down. Ugh. I am big tired. Ugh. To open this up. Pause that. Turn that. I definitely just punched my... Put this here. In one. Flying. Pixel is dead. Yeah, that happened. God, Jutes is so cute. Ah. I've been trying to use the cameras more like this. That's good. Ah. What the? We're gonna close that. Which one was that? That was. Oh, wait, hang on. Do you guys see a blank screen? You do. Okay. Apparently I'd hit the 50-day stream thing. Whoopsie. Oh, hi, Ribbo. I had accidentally hit a different scene in OBS, so I looked back and I'm like, why is that a black screen? Hang on. Yulin, I can't hear you. It's too dark in here. That's a cute collar. Cute. Hi, femboy. I want a hair grab with this 2 emotes face. I miss beach day. Oh no, looks like you have to walk again. No, I don't think I'm gonna walk again. Luckily for you, Ribbo, there is a VOD and a YouTube channel. The YouTube will be uploaded tomorrow morning. But there's always the VOD now, so, you know. Don't worry, you didn't miss it. I got you covered. Back 669, nice. Now flip over. Now hold on. Hang on. Lose the shorts. What does it look like if I lose shorts? No, I want to keep the shorts on. I really like the top up here anyway. Nice. What were my notes for today? The restaurant worker jumped by angry dude, but the waiter knew boxing and dropped his ass. Romania had an election, and the new president is very supportive of staying in the European Union. The guy who lost has just declared himself the winner anyway. The guy who lost just started tweeting out, I am the new president of Romania, and it's like, what? You can't just say you are. That's not how it works. They're like barely shorts, let's be real. This is a little crazy. He's manifesting. Japan passed a law. April 2026, they're going to have a bachelor tax. The way the bachelor tax works is if you are single or married with no kids, you're going to be paying extra in taxes. And the idea is that, you know, Japan has got absolutely plummeting birth rates. They need to solve this problem before they run out of people. They're just going to incentivize people to have kids, and charging people for not having kids seems like the way to do it. It seems like a bad way to do it in my eyes. For me, it should be like, reward people for having kids. Don't punish people for not having it, even though that's effectively the same thing. That seems fucking crazy. The short back. After the last 8 years, America developed a new election meta. Biden has prostate cancer. Yeah. Stay home. His scare the world outside. Oh, but they regret inventing anime now. What?
And then there's all the NVIDIA controversy.
Oh, I missed the NVIDIA controversy stuff.
It's a real doozy.
I'll read up and talk about it tomorrow. How about you make the cost of living for having a child cheaper? Crazy concept. That's what I keep saying, Cairo. If you want people to have kids, and people just naturally want to have kids, provide childcare. Give paternity and maternity leave. Give, like, tax write-offs for having kids. Literally just, you know, make it easy and affordable to have kids, and holy shit, people will have kids. Quick chat, let's invade Japan. We will carve our own nation. What are you talking about, Riddle? The simple solution would just let people immigrate. But Japan and their interesting demographic interests, which will somewhat, Miki, they actually do. It's very easy to like go to Japan. It's just that stops at a federal level. Once you get to a local level, it's, you know, they're not super fond of foreigners. There's a lot of like apartment complexes that like just won't rent to foreigners. But like there's programs through the government that you could just be like, yeah, I want to live in Japan, and they're just like, get the fuck over here. You've got a work visa. Please get over here. You have like 2 days a week to actually be a parent. People won't rebel and make anti-sex factions, that's for certain. 4-day work week should be the go-to. I mean, I also agree with this. Elon, what's this fish Cairo sent me? I don't know. It's his new thing that like you can share content with people. So Cairo's favorite thing is to get on mobile and like share a weird sticker like that 2 to 3 times a stream. The simple solution is making life livable again. Yeah, but like you give all these governments the easy solution and they just don't want to. Because it costs money, they'll just do everything they can except that. No, let Riddle cook. No. They say all the shit. The news made a big deal of the new prime minister in Japan taking paternity leave. They were like, man taking off work to spend time with his family. Like, what the fuck do you people want? Yeah. The Shogun, I mean the system, won't allow for people to take break for greater good. I'll put up an AU's Australia green card available and on JP sites. Of course, Australia. So, unattractive or poor people must leave Japan. What they want is magic or ugly tax. What they want is their problems to go away while still collecting like a paycheck because, you know, they want to rake in more money. And it's like, oh, like, I'm sorry, nice things sometimes cost money. It's really affordable, and often the solution is so simple and easy and good that it like costs less than letting the problem persist. You know, you look at homelessness. Turns out having homeless people in a city is fucking expensive. If you just built massive apartment complexes and just put homeless people in those apartments, that costs less overall. But like, when you talk to people about homelessness, they're going to be like, I refuse to let these guys have a free ride on my dollar. And it's like, okay, so you're willing to pay more then for them to, you know, be worse off? And they're like, and a lot of the times they'll be like, yeah, you know, they still got it. Sometimes they'll be like, no, but they will always vote against it when it actually comes to it. We want alpha male family men who breed but never spend time with their kids. Holy shit, Mickey. I saw a tweet recently that was like, we need children to have a normal, healthy environment growing up. They need to have, God, what was it? A father who has a porn cave in the garage with just shelves and stacks of porno mags. And a mom that, I forget what the mom does. But it was something also equally just like, ooh, that's not good. And it was kind of funny just seeing them say that. For real, I should be allowed to tax people. They scare all the kami away. They know more magic. Yeah, no, it's just people don't often mention Australia. Even less so. When they all should be asleep. Haxie is from Australia. They have a duty-ass schedule for work, so they're very often awake when I stream. And, alright, I'm going to bed. DM me when you upload the content. Good night, Trogdor. Tax single people, and now suddenly people don't have money to even go on dates and have a relationship marriage. Basically, maybe the Japanese are hoping that people would have fake marriages to avoid the tax, and then it becomes an anime love story where they fall in love. Changes always cost money, so why not just keep everything the same and pay even more money? Ugh. Ellie is so mad cute. She is, but she can't get that close. She's got her dumb antlers out. Blade and Soul Neo. I talked about that. I didn't talk about, I fought an enemy named, Overseer Ugly. That was just this dude's name. Overseer Ug space Lee. UG space LI. And I was like, okay, dude. Alright. I talked about the dog video. Parents are back. I didn't go over holidays. I think I also forgot holidays yesterday. So let's go over those. Yesterday's holidays. HIV Vaccine Awareness Day. I Love Reese's Day, International Museum Day, Mother Whistler Day, National Cheese Souffle Day, National Speech Pathologist Day, National Visit Your Relatives Day, No Dirty Dishes Day, Send an Electric Greeting Card Day, Stepmother's Day, World AIDS Vaccine Day, World Baking Day, World Product Day. I guess I Love Reese's Day, maybe Cheese Souffle Day. Both of them are eh. Today's holidays. Accounting Day, Boys Club Day, Celebrate Your Elected Officials Day, Lamau, May Ray Day, National Asian and Pacific Islander HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. That is so oddly specific. National Devil's Food Cake Day, National Hepatitis Testing Day, World Family Doctor Day, and World IBD Day. It is not even close. There is very clearly a winner for today. National Devil's Food Cake Day. That just clears the others. 100%. A good look. Blade and Soul Neo, what happened? I've just been playing it. I played it for like an hour or two this morning. Beach Pathologist Day /S. Play riddle. May Ray Day is in the animal or the lasers? I have no idea. Celebrate. Celebrate. Many things I would do to mine. Celebrate is pretty far down the list. You'll still don't like me without the antlers look. I like both antlers and non-antlers. I don't like antlers impaling me. That's all it is with the antler. Still looks great to me. Got the crazy cool style. Thank you. Real the hair goes hard. What time is it? 12:50. This was a fun beach. Y'all too sweet. Where do I stand all of? There's 4 good targets that I'm looking at that are like, this is good. This is good. Have we done Telena recently? I think we did her. I think we rated her a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. But all the other targets have also been somewhat recent. We could do this one. Hi, Yoku. Hi, Takeru. No antlers commence the cuddling. Don't ask me to make my antlers removable or stretchable. I would rather just gore people. With you, ants, you can get away with your antlers because you're so much bigger than me that typically my head is like in your shoulder. With this one, she has a habit of fucking smothering her face against my face, and it's like, you're killing me! You're killing me! So when do you start walking? Okay, Oku. Alright. They gave me a warning. Maybe switch to a different small nesting bug for yours. Let's see what people think about them. You know, like hermitellers instead of antlers. Rate a giga hug is streamer. What? Hi, anti-Oku. Hi, Hi, damn, made it right at the end again. Hi, Ellie. And VNS Neo. I'm waiting for Warlock to come out. Warlock is my fave. I was having fun with Summoner when I first played it, but I made I made that one thing. I made a Destroyer. And Destroyer is just nice. Destroyer just fucking bonks things. You literally get like 90 mana and just bonk, 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 and like everything dies in front of you. Oku Wave, LOL's why. We have more than one deers? Not that I know of. Ants is a dragon girl. They got big dragon antlers. Don't cuddle murder, kink shame. Lures was not a typo. Antlers replace the ants with termites. You get termitelers? I see. That punking motion. I mean, imagine like a 200-pound giant great axe that you just donk, 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 and it's like really fucking fast. We haven't gone to Mrs. in a long time. And they're playing The Legend of Heroes Trials in the Sky. So let's go to Mrs. I gonna take a nap in VR. Oh, and then I have to fucking do house maintenance later. Fine. That's fine. Ugh. Ugh. We're going over this way. Behavior. Look at me. Bitch. Anchor World. Okay. Blah. Thank you, Logitech, for doing the socials. I'm all about the CC and the Soulburn and shit. And Seal, wait, I'm playing a Chinese priest. When I was in a Mrs. raid like an hour ago. This'll be embarrassing. What do you mean? Dunked on. Sleep well, bunny boy. Bye bye. Bye, Yuli. Thanks for the great time, Yuli in chat. God bless you all, sweeties. Bunny ears are gone, rip. Oh, they must have went away when I switched worlds. Oopsie. Flash raid. My Zeus. I'll fix the bunny ears eventually. I'll get them fixed eventually. By 2027 for sure. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 6.9 nice miles. We're going to Mrs. They're the fucking cutest witch girl. Nothing planned today. Definitely Blue Twitch content. I will definitely post that today. I would have seized. I love you. Bye. Phew.